Okie doke, I think we are all set up and ready to go. Let me go ahead and just refresh my chat stuff, and we're gonna go ahead and go live. We are good to go, so let's go ahead and pause all that. Take a deep breath. Hey, welcome into the stream, everyone. My name is Brent. Welcome into the channel Unchallenged Gaming. Today, we're going to be continuing our adventure on our level 58 warrior. Looks like we just picked up Rallying Cry after I had logged in here and was getting all set up for the stream, so that is awesome. Kicking it off with a super nice buff. So today's objective, we're going to hit level 59 today, so we one level away from level 60 and continuing our journey to gear ourselves out inside of dungeons to get ourselves ready for raids. So today we're going to be heading to Tel'Abim. It is a completely new zone that is custom here on Hardcore World of Warcraft. So if you've never seen it before, definitely stay tuned. If you guys are watching this on YouTube or watching this on Twitch live, all my VODs are automatically uploaded as YouTube videos long form. So if at any time you pop into the stream, you got to take off, you can always come back in the future and rewatch the VODs to take a look at how we complete certain quests or our path that we took on our hardcore journey to get to this specific location. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into it. And I see that Rock is in the stream. Welcome in, Rock. Let me go ahead and actually share my stream this time on Virtual WoW Discord, and I will set a notification to delete it at 1. Live Hardcore Warrior 58 Tel'Abim. But I guess I wrote Tel'Abim in the announcement, but honestly, I'm not on the Tel'Abim server, so I think it's confusing. So I'm not going to include Tel'Abim. I'm just going to do that. And okay, and I'm going to set myself an alarm so that I remember to delete my link. I'm just going to set it to remember for myself at 1:30 p.m. Okay, so there we go. Set an alarm so that I can delete my link. Look at that. He's got the Alterac Valley Mace. Forgot what it was called, but okay, so we're in Orgrimmar. Last thing we did last night before logging off was training. So now that we have trained and everything else, we're going to be heading to the Valley of Wisdom because we have the Braces of Valor. But these are blue items and they're okay, but they're not the best. So what I want to be doing instead is beginning to gear so right here is where we're going to go ahead and pick up the Earnest Proposition. We need 15 Silithus Venom samples and 20 gold. So we're going to be heading to Silithus potentially after Tel'Abim. We'll see how fast it goes. And then we can go ahead and get some Silithus blood samples. And then this is Valor. Okay, I'm not worried about that. So this is what's going to allow us to unlock our level 60 gear. Where is it? Earnest Proposition. I think it's, oh yeah, it's right there. So if we can complete this, we get the Bracers of Heroism. So we go from 7 strength to 10, 261 armor to 299. We gain 7 agility, so we go from 3 agility to 10. And then our stamina stays the same at 14 stamina, but we lose spirit, but we gain 3 defense. So, and it becomes an overall better set. Okay, now that we started that quest up, let's go ahead and make our way over to the Valley of Spirits. And because we are going to be heading, man, I have so many quests. Honestly, I got a lot of quests. There should be one NPC over here. that's patrolling. Let's go ahead and do a /target Warcaller Gore. I don't know where he specifically patrols, but there should be a patrolling unit back here that we can talk to. Like, you can see the little thing right here. He has a quest for me called Camp Mochiachi, and he should actually have another one for me called, like, the Call to Arms Plaguelands. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look around here. And then before I take off from this zone, whoops. I am going to let's see. Do my /DB /target Warcaller Gore Latch. And I don't see him in this area at all. Okay. Yeah, I don't see him. We're just gonna go ahead and make our way out of here. Let's see here. Rain. I have to put anything in the bank. No, nothing needs to go in the bank right away. Wait, is this him? We're gonna go ahead and get the quest called Taking Back Silithus. It's gonna be a while before we go back to this one was in, what's it called? Argath. I'm gonna go ahead and drop Blackrock Mountain, the Disharmony of Flame, because that is inside of BRD. If I'm going to be heading to BRD, I'll land in Kargath and pick it up, okay? We have Burning Steeps. This is Steamweedle. We are going to be heading to Steamweedle eventually. I think what I'm going to do is start making my way down south to Ferrales. I got a couple quests to turn in. Oh, I also have this Baron's quest. Seeking spiritual aid. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and stop in Ratchet because it's on the way. And we're gonna turn in Seeking Spiritual Aid. Okay, so Ratchet, turn in Seeking Spiritual Aid, Wild Guardians. Oh man, I don't think I'm going to need this one. This is so far in the future that the Wild Guardians, me going back to Winter Spring, I'm not going to do this one. I'm going to have a lot of quests in my quest log in Tel'Abim, and I don't want to fill my quest log up with a whole bunch of stuff that I'm not going to be able to turn in. So, okay, so I'm heading down to Ferrales eventually here. So this is going to get removed out of my quest log. The Earnest Proposition, I'm going to be heading to, I'm thinking Silithus in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this quest because this is my tier 0 quest. We're going to be, oh, this was in Durotar in Sparkwater Port. So honestly, I could have done this one outside in Durotar. Head to Sparkwater, turn in the Rise of the Venture Code. That's something I could have done. And it looks like it's the end of a chain, because it gives me a pretty good tanking necklace right there. Okay, so that's something I should have done right now. Speak with Rabbi Saturna in the Valley of Nighthaven Moonglade. This one right here, I don't know where I picked this one up, but I guess I could have done this one too while I was in, I was right over here yesterday in Winter Spring, and I guess I could have turned this one in too, but yeah, I don't know where I picked this one up at. The Rabbine Saturin. Okay, we've arrived in Ratchet. I'm gonna go ahead and get mounted. So we're gonna go ahead and get mounted and make our way to the coast over here. South.
Interesting.
And we're just gonna head south and turn this quest in. We are in the Barrens. Oh wait. Right over here. Turn this quest in. Yeah, right on back here. We're gonna turn in Seeking Spiritual Aid.
How may I aid you?
Okay, Seeking Spiritual Aid.
May the eternal sun shine upon you.
And they're gonna talk about something. This is in Thunder Bluff. No, this one's in... Do this earlier in Bellwood. Going... Rain. Yeah, I'm gonna make a note. I should have moved the other one up. Cleansed water returns to Fellwood. Take the purified Moonwell water to Greta, Mosswood, and Fellwood. I'm gonna go ahead and not get that one. I'm just gonna accept it for now so I can just make a note to not turn it in later. Not get it. I don't know what the reward is for this. It's just experience. It's not a... Rewards 3,900 experience after 2.3. Okay, so it's probably been updated. It's got almost 4,000 experience, but it's really not that good. There's no rewards. It leads into the Forces of Jade Nar, which is actually a deadly quest that we wouldn't do either way. I think we're good with not doing it. Okay, so now...
Fantastic.
Go ahead and drop this one. We're gonna head to Bellwood now, I'm pretty sure. Ferales, sorry. These ones right here, they require me to go to Undercity. Who died? Level 55 died to the Crimson Bodyguard. Yeah, that'll do it. They died to the Bodyguard, the Crimson Bodyguards at level 57. They got taken out. The road is not safe. Okay, then we have the Duke, which is Eastern Plaguelands. We have the Everlook Report, which is Western Plaguelands. Return to Tinky, which is Burning Steeps. We actually get a good axe from that. Take the Winterfall Totem inside of Timbermaw Hold. This one requires me to get Friendly Reputation. Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and drop this Totem quest. And I'm going to go ahead and throw the totem away. It looks like I don't have the totem in my bags either way. Oh, here it is right here. I'm going to go ahead and just throw this thing away. Because I have to get friendly reputation with the Timbermaw, and I'm not going to do all that. Okay, then we have heavy earthen cores. This is in Tel'Abim. And are we there yet, Yeti? We're going to be doing this one. We're going to be going to, we already did the Winter Spring. We're going to be heading to Tenaris afterwards. And if we do end up going to Silithus today, we're going to land in Ungoro, use it at the user, and at Quilxar in Ungoro, and then make our way to Silithus. So we'll knock out this one as well. So we're in a good spot now. And I'm going to make that note for the earnest proposition. Okay, there we go. Put that in my notes. This can all be sold. This will go in my bank. Vendor. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think I need this thing anymore. The thorium shackles. I have a lot of stuff in my inventory that probably isn't needed. Like this quest here, to purchase secret information. Collect an arcane golem core information from Jabby in Steamwheel Port. Ah, okay, we're heading to Steamwheel Port. Got it. Okay, so I am heading over that way for Steamwheel Port. So we're going to turn in one quest in Feralis, which is the Strength of the Corruption, and then flying down to Tenaris. So we're going to have... We should have 1, 2... So we should have 2 quests for Burning Steeps. That will be gone. This we probably won't need unless we get. Right, this one we honestly shouldn't have anymore, but I forgot to turn it in while we were in Orgrimmar. The Rabbi and Saturin, I'm not going to be fighting my way through Moonglade right now. I probably wouldn't even make it back to Winter Spring for this quest, so I don't know where I got this quest at. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it for now because it's just gonna eat space. Next time I'm heading to Undercity, I'll have to do these slime samples. So that's the quest right here. I have so many slime samples. I'm gonna just toss actually 11 of those out. Deliver the book. Studies of the Spirit. Okay, I got Cities of the Everlook report. Bring the Felnic package. This right here. Have the heavy earthen cores, and are we there yet, Yeti? Okay, so everything in my top bar is stuff that we need for a quest. These down here, I don't need. I'm probably not going to be going Mara again. Boss Slitwick's report. Don't know what this is for. Yeah, that's the conquest. Yeah, we're going to turn in of Strength and Corruption. And this is in Dire Maw, which we're not going to be doing. Okay. Let's see. Dire Maw. That's just Dire Maw quest. Okay, we're not going to be doing Dire Maw stuff. So now that we've turned this quest in, we're going to continue flying down to Tenaris. Okay, Okay, so I am going to toss out Ungoro Soil. I'm just gonna bank that. And the Savage Fraud. The Cenarian Beacon. I'm probably not going to be driving back to Felwood anytime soon. I'm going to go ahead and destroy that. I can always get another one. I don't have a quest for this. I tossed out all the stuff for the Mara quest. And I don't know what the boss's slick report is for. So I'm going to do a /db and see if I can figure out what the heck this item is for. Is it for a specific quest? Let's go look at the database real quick. Punch in the item. And Rise of the Venture Co. Oh, it is for this quest. Deliver boss Slitwick's report. Okay. Got it, got it. Okay, so every item up here I do need. This is all stuff I'm going to vendor, and this is stuff I'm just going to toss into the bank. I don't ever eat these spicy burritos, but I just keep them on me at all times, huh? Okie doke. We're good there. And hey, what's up, Sandingo? Welcome into the stream. Is this live? Yes, this is live. I don't know why my bot wasn't notified. Yeah, we are live. Welcome into the stream. How are you doing, Sandingo? I'm not sure why it didn't see that message. Let's see if it... Yeah, maybe my bot's not working today, so I will have to pay more attention to my chat. But hey, welcome into the stream, Sandingo. We're just kind of getting everything kind of set up. We are going to be heading to Tel'Abim today. I had, like 17, 18 quests in my quest log. So I had to do a thinning down of quest. But we're heading down to Daenerys. I'm going to scare somebody. I'm going to go turn a quest in, I believe. Oh no, I have to go talk to somebody at Steamweedle Port. I'm going to set my hearth over here in Gadget Sand. Okay, so we have arrived here. We are going to go ahead and head inside the inn real quick. And set our hearth. Make this my home. Yes. And next thing we want to do is scare somebody here. Sprinkle. Pretty sure it's over here somewhere. Oh, it's this one right here. We're going to use this on them. Okay, they get scared. Now, oops. Throw all that in there. And now we're going to go ahead and make our way to Steamweedle Port. And we're going to talk to Jabby. We're going to head east, Steamweedle Port. Okay. And then we're going to hearth. And then take the flight path to Tel'Abim. That way, I'm just making sure that I knock out all these quests. We should hit level 59 today. And we got Ryo Gaming, Sneaky J, Rock, and San Dingo in the chat. Welcome in, guys. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. That thorium over there? Yeah, small thorium. I will take that. I'm trying to get some more solid stone because I'm very low on solid stone. So any of these dense stone. I guess I could use dense stone too, right? I think dense stone might be the next one up. I just haven't trained. That's what it is. So dense sharpening. I can just /db sharpening stone. Oh, there's a dense sharpening stone. Okay, there is one. Okay, so over here, I have to talk to Jabby. So let's target Jabby. There he is right here. We're gonna talk to Jabby. Pick up that quest. Perfect. Okay.
Hey, how you doing?
We got all that. Okay, so that completed that quest, right? A purchase syncing information. We completed it. And now we can turn this one in Burning Steeps as well. So now that's 3 quests that we can turn in there. If we ever do Hateforge Query or something like that, you know, if somebody mentions at HFK or BRD, we'll get notified in the chat. Okay. Oh wait, we can hearth. Yeah, I'm gonna save a little bit of time by hearthing, and then I don't think there's an inn on Tel'Abim, so our inn will remain Gadget Sand. So when we're done with the zone, we can hearth back to Gadget Sand. Okay. We are going to head to the flight path. Now, every player automatically learns the flight path here. So as soon as you go to Gadget Sand and you get this flight path, you pretty much automatically get the Tel'Abim flight path. So we're going to go ahead and fly to Telco on Tel'Abim. And that is where we're going to go. Market sold off hard yesterday and today this morning. Everything was down pretty hard. I'm hoping that it sustains and maintains because I honestly do not want a sell-off. Okay. We're flying. You can see here's the ocean. The beautiful ocean here. And we're gonna make our way across the ocean. Now you can actually swim to Tel'Abim here. You can see that there's dark water over here, but over here there's light water. Now here's where it gets risky. As soon as you hit this dark water right here, you're gonna get fatigued. Now you would have to swim from right here, you know, within 60 seconds. So maybe not every class can do it. Hardcore players don't get fatigued. So we could swim, but here's the blue water again. And the music's gonna automatically begin being super upbeat. Okay, we have arrived on Tel'Abim Island. Let's go ahead. Oh, I gotta turn all this stuff back on, my UI back on. Okay, we're going to go ahead and pick up an opportunity to dig deep. Behind the wanted sign, do not get the wanted sign. It's going to be like this King Morogo. It's an elite gorilla. You don't want to mess with him. We're going to go ahead and head over here and get the backup seal valve. And then head into this house right here. Or, you know, some people could call it a house. We're going to go ahead and pick up the Spiteful Bounty. The Ape Bounty. Shipment on time and finding Bixel. And now we're going to get the last one over here, which is the Relict Supplies. And that is why I wanted to make room. Look how many quests we just picked up. Our quest log's back at 19. Yeah, we're already back at 19 quests in our quest log after having tossed out so many. Oh no, F. Okay, from here, we're going to go inside the shack over here and pick up another quest, right? That's going to be now 20 quests in our quest log. That is why we wanted to make sure that we had very little quests in our quest log. Only the ones that we really wanted. So there's a little shack over here. We're going to go ahead and be picking up collecting specimens. And while I'm on the way that way, I'm just going to be picking up some bananas. Now this is the pretty good island. Like, it honestly is not that bad. You just have to be aware of your surroundings in some areas, because you can get surrounded by either gorillas, monkeys, or in the future you're going to see murlocs. Lots of murlocs. Lots of murlocs. Okay. So inside this little shack right here. Oh, they changed this. Oh, no, they didn't. Okay. So inside of here, we're going to go ahead and pick up the quest collecting specimens. And now we're going to complete the Spiteful Bounty here. So we're running around fighting murlocs. Going to go ahead and get enchanted and ready to go. Boom. Okay. And I'm pretty sure that these guys do run, so go ahead and make sure that you flip them around a different direction. Use whatever abilities that you have that can snare them. I'm pretty sure that they run. I have no idea actually. I thought that they ran. Either way, just in case, I want to go ahead and whatever I just did. Maybe I guess I don't need to waste my rage on hamstring if they don't actually run. These guys are hurting me, honestly. Like, they are pretty little chunky monkeys. I always like to compare everything to the Yetis in Winter Spring, but these guys are actually hurting me quite a bit. And soft, welcome into the stream. You said, hello sir, are you going to be doing PvP today? No PvP. I am hardcore. I have Tel'Abim on the title of the video. That's because I'm doing quests on Tel'Abim Island. I'm not actually going to be PvPing or any of that. We're just hardcore, leveling on a brand new custom map called Tel'Abim Island, and killing murlocs right now. But welcome into the stream. How are you doing today? You play on Turtle WoW? Nice. I feel like I'm doing a lot of damage to these guys. I do feel like I'm doing a pretty good amount of damage. Double netted, man. That net does 373 damage. That's a pretty good chunky amount of damage there. But yeah, this is a pretty chill little spot. We're gonna go ahead and Season of Discovery, but I heard that it's done. That it's done. Oh, Season of Discovery, yeah. Not a lot of people play Season of Discovery anymore, but I think the servers are shut down now. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure Season of Discovery is kind of over. I know a lot of players are playing on the anniversary servers now. Because everybody playing hardcore, people saying it's more fun. Yeah, I enjoy hardcore. But I've been playing hardcore kind of gaming for a long time. When I was growing up, back in middle school, 20 some years ago, probably much more than 20 years. I think 20 years ago I completed high school. So back in middle school, I was playing hardcore Diablo 2. I played Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction on hardcore. Played what's it called? Diablo 3 on hardcore. I played Minecraft on hardcore, ultra hardcore. I played Path of Exile on hardcore. I just really enjoyed the hardcore experience that, the gameplay that comes with playing on a hardcore character. You always feel like it's your last. So I always enjoy that. I'm going to wait for these guys to respawn, so I'll be back there in a little bit. I'm going to head over to this island over here. And we're going to loot strange Tel'Abim bananas. But yeah, I've seen a lot of players now doing the ultra hardcore series. I just enjoyed the hardcore series. This is actually my 6th hardcore playthrough. I've leveled 2 paladins on hardcore 1 to 60. I've leveled a hunter, a priest, a druid, and now a warrior. So this warrior, when I hit level 60 on him, it will have been my 6th official kind of hardcore playthrough 1 to 60. But I've died many times. So it's not like I've always made it there on the first try. This is actually my 5th attempt at leveling a warrior to level 60. Prior to this, the highest I've ever got was level 37. But I fixed all my issues that I was having as far as my... I learned from my mistakes. And now I made a return. And I'm hoping at level 60. I'm only a level and a half away, right? I should hit level 59 by today. By the end of the stream, I should hit level 59. Let's see, there's something here. Oh, there's a solid chest potentially over there. I don't see it. Inconspicuous totem. Okay, well, we're done here. We finished. Oh, we did some quest. A shipment on time. I don't know what quest I was just doing. Okay, we're going to return and finish off the murlocs. And this will complete the spiteful bounty. Oh, collecting specimens, I did it. Okay. Yeah, it's just
Hola,
up to the
buenas
person.
tardes.
Buenos tardes. What is up, Goblin? Welcome into the stream. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Welcome in. We have officially reached level 58. We're about over halfway to 59 now. And we're working on the new island here called Tel'Abim Island. And we have our very first bot in the chat. Yeah, Season of Discovery is essentially done. I think Season of Discovery, as they said, it was what's it called? Blizzard's method of finding out what people would like and not like, because obviously people haven't been calling for Classic Plus for the last 10 plus years now. So they really had to put out a survey just to find out what the people actually wanted and do a whole server. Oh, I got something blue. What did I get that was blue? Permanently enchants a ring or amulet to increase armor by 40. Okay. Nothing too crazy then. I thought it was going to be better. This guy is dodging so many of my attacks. Holy cow. There you go. He was missing and dodging everything I was throwing at him. Let's see, battle shout. Okay, we need just a few more of these. We need 7 more. Good race to play warrior for the spec and axes. Yes. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Good
So
race to play warrior for the spec in axes.
Oh, now it works. Now my chatbot's working. Interesting. Yeah, I had the option of between a human warrior or an orc warrior, and I just wanted to do an orc warrior. So my thing is, I'm doing the hardcore challenge, right? I'm trying to level every class to level 60 with a unique race, meaning that my paladin, I have a high elf paladin, a night elf hunter, a tauren druid, a dwarf priest, an orc warrior. My next characters are planning to be, you know, when I do continue the challenge in the future, I'm going to be leveling an undead warlock, a troll shaman, a gnome mage, and either a human or a goblin rogue. But I'm pretty sure that right now the goblin rogue is going to be the winner, because it just makes more sense for the goblin to, you know, for me to play the goblin. Because then I'll have every single unique race, essentially besides human, associated with a specific class. And that's kind of the objective. Yeah, so I'll have 9 unique classes tailored to 9 different unique races. Okay, I need 2 more of these sprite fin claws. I guess I could have pummeled that, I just didn't get it. That global cooldown got me. Okay. He's down. I need one more claw. So I'm going to see if there's like one more Murloc in this area. Nah, it's a pretty shredded one. I'm going to go ahead and turn this quest in over here. And then the Murloc should begin to respawn here.
I try to level a goblin rogue and it's really difficult. I just crying.
Oh, you tried leveling a goblin rogue? Huh. What part was difficult? Were you playing hardcore or not hardcore? I need one
But they are
more.
tops on DPS.
Yeah, they do well in DPS. They have specialization. They have goblins on Chudwell have weapon specialization in daggers and in maces, so that puts them kind of above a human. Right? Humans, I believe, only have swords and maces, but I'm pretty sure that daggers and maces is going to be the better of the two. Plus, goblins have that extra speed buff, so they have like an extra sprint, and they have a plus 15 in engineering. I think that'll be pretty useful. And he's dead, and there we go. Quest complete. Perfect. Okay, I don't have the quest called Foreign Hearts. So we're going to be doing the Heavy Earthen Cores. Heavy Earthen Cores. Where are you at? I think I got it in Fellwood. Ah, here it is, in Winter Spring. So, let's see here. Have a good one. I'm going to sleep in the morning. I'm going to work. Have a nice weekend. Hey, Soft, I do appreciate you popping in and hanging out. If you ever have any questions about WoW, WoWHardcore, definitely pop back in, subscribe if you'd like. And yeah, have a good weekend, man. Have a good weekend. Okay, we're going to make our way over this way. And we're going to take out the agitated rock elementals for my next quest. Yeah, there's a bunch of rock elementals over here, so that is what we're going to be doing next. Can we bleed them? Let's find out. Generally, you can't bleed elementals. And yeah, that remains true. You can't bleed them out. I just wanted to see. Holy cow. That was loud. My headset, that blew up my headset.
Maybe it's difficult for me cause ads hit me hurt and I have to regenerate for one of them.
Zoff, I do appreciate the subscribe, or yeah, the subscribe over on YouTube. Appreciate that. Scared the heck out of me though. That is awesome. Let's see. Yeah, it just takes some time, right? I think every class has its ups and downs. Goblins and warriors, they don't have any sort of self-healing. Not initially. Now I can self-heal. Like if I want to heal, I can pop my Death Wish here. And I can begin to self-heal off the damage that I do, which is nice. But rogues, I don't know if rogues have any sort of self-healing ability. Oh man, there's a lot of people dying. Yeah, look at this. Look how much self-healing I have. I very rarely have to use my potions. Sometimes I have to use potions because I'm just taking an excessive amount of damage. But For the most part, I'm not taking too much damage. I'm usually able to kind of maintain my health. Right around 3,000 health or so, if I can remember, if I don't use it already, my Blood Rage. It can usually regenerate my health pretty good. Yeah, look, I'm already back at full health. After having been in that combat. But yes, appreciate you subscribing there, and I hope you have a good night and a good weekend if I don't see you again. And Goblin said maybe it's difficult for me because they hit me hard and I have to regenerate for one of them. Yeah, as you get better gear, that's why I enjoy World of Warcraft, right? Because it's all gear based. But at the same time, it's also level based. Like there's a lot of factors that go into the difficulty of the game. Because I like that your level plays a part in the difficulty, because when you over level a specific level, a zone, but your gear hasn't changed, you can still go in there and wreck the mobs. Despite having not upgraded your gear in some time, the amount of damage that you do to that mob now, just because of the level difference, is pretty big. You don't have to go through and constantly level up your gear. There's people that have beat this game running some white items, some gray items, and they never got any sort of greens or blues from completing quests or dungeons and stuff like that. They just had to basically just use vendor gear that was white or gray that they picked up, and that's how they beat it. I think I need one more rock elemental here. I'm at 6 out of 8. Oh, I need 2 more of the cores. I need 2 more cores. Oh, I can't go that way. I'd like heroic leap, so I can like just a short heroic leap, just so I can kind of jump up over some hills. Let's go ahead and get mounted here, and if I click on this quest to make it change different colors. Oh no, I need the green one. Oh no, there's more guys this way. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead. Yep, there's more guys right there. Yeah, so I'll be able to finish this quest off. Charge in. Yeah, we got our... Oh, I can't bleed this guy. I don't know why I tried to bleed him, but I did. And execute. Okay, there's one more, and then we're done with this quest. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get, there we go. Got our 5 centers. And quest complete. Perfect. Okay, now that these quests are complete, we're gonna head up north. Oh yeah, we're gonna head over here and do the derelict supplies quest, okay? And then we'll work on the ape bounty. Because the apes drop for us the ripe bananas, but then we also get the high veil paws from them as well. So it's kind of like 2 quests with 1. Okay, so there's a little structure over here, like an oil rig. We want to go ahead and fight our way around there. So obviously, we're going to open up all these seashells. I have so many of them eating space in my inventory. Last one. There's a scroll protection, and we're good. Oh, they stun. Wow, did not expect them to stun. Usually when I go into fighting gorillas, usually they, what's it called? They do like the thunderclap kind of thing. Yeah, that's done. So if you don't want to fight too many of these at once. I didn't even know there was a lava lake. Okay, so you can see there's a ton of monkeys right here. Right behind this pillar, right there, is the box that we need. We're gonna slowly kind of creep in here. Take out these monkeys slowly. And then loot the item right there. And then turn around and kill apes for the other quests. Yeah, see, I have a bunch of ape stuff. You get the ape pods. Let's get some centers on him. Get those centers up. Now let's regen some health back up to full. Come on. See if we can get back up to full life. No, no, I didn't mean to execute. That was such a waste of rage. Okay, I'm not in combat. See if I can loot this thing without getting in combat. Okay, we got it. We can go ahead and move out of here. Okay, we got the Wazlon supplies, the tools. So now we can go ahead and focus on taking out all the gorillas in this area. There's also a bunch of bananas on the floor. So while you're fighting these gorillas, look for any sort of bananas on the floor and loot them for the quest, the shipments on time. Yeah, there's a lot of bananas around these trees, so these mobs also drop bananas, but it's a much less chance, so. Aw, he resisted my demo right before I got smacked there. If you guys have any other questions, definitely drop them into the chat. Definitely drop them in. Let me know what you guys are playing on. Are you guys playing on Turtle Wow? Are you guys playing on the anniversary servers? You guys playing hardcore, not hardcore? I think I saw another banana over here. Yeah, there's two bananas right here. Yeah, Tel'Abim is actually a really nice zone. I think it's one of the more optimized zones that you just kind of get the quests besides one elite, right? So there's not a lot of junk quests that you can't do. And then most of the quests are in a pretty good order that you can kind of complete and not feel like you're going back and forth for everything. Right, there's some zones, there's some places out there where you just feel like you're going back and forth, and it's a lot of time being spent just retracing your steps for no good reason. Let's see, looking for quite a bit of banana still. About halfway there. Don't stun me yet. No, I didn't get my bleed or my demo. There. Got that flurry effect, man. I got a lot of rage. We'll just use some of that. Got a lot of rage built up. Go ahead and get that Ren, get that demo, and now we're good. Even if he hit me, he's not doing a lot. And I'll regenerate this health that he hit me for. Look at that, back at full life. You know where he is? In the ground. Downtown. Okay, more bananas. I see a banana right there. Get that demo. Get that bleed. I got stunned before it all, you know, after it all happened, so I'm good. We got our 5 centers. We're just gonna work on heroic strike and bloodthirst when we can. I thought this was 2 bananas. Usually there's quite a few bananas around these trees. I'm just kind of getting some bad luck through here. Oh, there's another one right there. Dang, nice. Okay. The black monster. I think that was an elite. I think that's the elite fighter in the starter zone. Is that a monkey? That's a monkey here. Usually it's only apes over here. No, no, I didn't get nothing now. We're almost 59, guys. Almost 59. As soon as we complete all these quests, you'll be right there. Oh man, didn't drop nothing for me. Sergeant Bleed. Emo. And I got stunned right after that, but he's taking that damage. Look at all these people that are dying. I gotta see how many people die every time that we stream. That would be a good little indicator, because it would give us like, what's the average people that have died every 4 hours? Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Okay, we only need 2 more of the pods. And I can't believe I'm gonna finish this paw quest before I even finish the banana quest. There's like bananas on the floor. Oh, there's a banana. Hit him. Do it. Hit him. Not supposed to be this difficult. Why is he this difficult? And execute. Execute. Sure. Okay. Dodge. Rend. No. And I got stunned. Either way, even when I was kind of like, I'm trying to move backwards a little bit to see if maybe it's a range thing that he does, but nah. Execute. Oh, wrong button. Dude, I got stunned twice in this combat. What the heck? Yeah, I finished that quest before I finished my actual banana quest. Okay, we'll come back through here later on. It looks like I'm not having the best of luck through here. Okay, we're gonna head and do an opportunity to dig deep. So we'll continue to look for bananas on the road. But we're gonna go ahead and do the ancient troll tablet quest over there. Keep an eye out for bananas, right? That's going to be the easiest way to just pick them up. So over here, we're going to be taking out some ghost undead for the opportunity to dig deep. Let's see if we can bleed these guys. Yes, we can bleed them, despite them being ghost. And 100% bleed them out. My weapons became disenchanted already, huh? Wow. Perfect. Oh yeah, we got 2 quests here then, huh? An opportunity to dig. Oh no, that's just 1 quest. Got a lot of rage, so we're gonna be pumping some bloodthirst in here. I'm not gonna execute. We're gonna loot these tablets that are around here. What was that? Level 30? Yeah, okay. Paladin be hit level 30. Okay. Use that rage. I got so much rage. Dang. These guys are kill ones. I don't have to get anything off of them. I just have to kill them and collect the tablets. Oh, there's another tablet right here. What if I could disarm Ghost? Yes, I can. Yeah, we're gonna get these. That tablet, that tablet, that tablet, him, and then should almost be done. We need 4 more bad guys. Oh no no! Oh no! Talk about the wrong guy. I charged at a crab, and then I don't even want the don't even want the crab, and then I pick up 2 additional ads on top of it as well. So what's the bad luck in that? Bad luck, bad luck. Either way, I fought 3 bad guys and I came out essentially at full life right here. Crazy, right? Crazy. Gonna get this last one right here, and then I need 2 more ghosts. Get our 5 centers up. There we go. 5 centers are up. Our heroic striking them down. We'll do an execute in here. We don't have a lot of rage, so I'll just do that. And then we'll finish off our last one over here. Our last ghosty. Charge in, do rend, emo him, and then we'll just start locking them up with centers. If we get a lot of rage, we'll use bloodthirst, but until I get those 5 centers. Oh, there we go, 5 centers. And we'll finish them off. Okay, there we go. Quest complete. Yeah, quest is complete. Now we can go ahead and head to this little camp over here. This little camp right here. Wind armor. Is that the chimeras in... is this Tel'Abim? Oh, it's in Winter Spring. So we're gonna skip Wind armor, right? I can't even pick it up. But like Wind armor. I can't pick up very many quests anyway. Intercepting wavecrest. That's the Nagas. And that's another one over here. We're going to go ahead and turn in Finding Brixel. Because that's going to remove a quest from my quest log. Then we have Report. A report from Brixel. A report. Okay, so now we basically turned one in, we got one. And I'm still at 20 quests. Okay, so there's another item here. Loot of the box. So the backup valve. Backup valve. Okay, so we just deleted the backup valve seal, which is going to turn back in back there. And I'm still at 20 quests. Okay, so we're done here for now. We're going to return and see if we can finish up the bananas quest, right? We're going to finish up the shipment on time. Yeah, so now we're going to be focusing on doing the bananas around here. And then finish up this quest, okay? So we'll still make our way towards Halco base camp, but we want to finish looting the bananas. Because that's going to give us another quest that we can turn in and kind of clean up our quest log a bit before we get back there. I need 2 more. Yeah, there's one. And then I'm sure we'll find one like right outside the base. Wow, I got 3 from actually the first batch. Oh, there's one right there. Okay, so there we go. We're going to go ahead and fight this gorilla. He demos me. We demo each other. Pump up that. Pump it up, pump it up. Think you can fight me? Do you know who I am? The winner. Okay, that quest is complete. Now we can head back to the Telco base, okay? Let's go ahead and head on the road. 58 warrior. Looking for a Hateforge query, BRD arena. Or others. Like, honestly, I'll take others as well. It's 10:41. There's a lot of people online. There's not much as far as dungeons going on. Wait, this guy died? Oh, it's the Great Lift. That's fine. Want to do some spams? Yeah, I'd be down for some spams. Yeah, I'd be down for 5 arenas. If we could do 5 arena runs, get some gladiator, you know, get the gladiator chest or something else, that would be nice. And I can tank it. Okay, we have returned to base camp. We're going to go ahead and turn in the backup valve outside. So outside, we're going to turn in the backup valve. I think we have a follow-up.
Time is money, friend.
Oh no, there might not be a follow-up. Nope. Okay, so we did that. Okay. Then
Glory
inside
to
the
Crown
house,
Zorai.
inside here, we're gonna turn in the fight bounty. We're gonna turn in the 8 bounty and accept the next one, which High Veil bounty.
Be good.
And then we're gonna turn in the Fight Fin bounty.
Have a good one.
And that's the end of that.
What's up?
And then we're gonna go ahead and turn in a report to Brixel. And shipment on time. Then we'll accept the work continues.
Time is money, friend.
The work must continue.
Glad I could help.
Okay. And then we're gonna go turn in an the link relic supplies.
Talk to me. Right back. Yo.
Go ahead and sell any number of items that you might have and need to sell off or toss out. Because by this point you probably have quite a bit of random stuff in your bank or in your inventory. Probably do not need. And I don't know why this didn't work to sell all my gray stuff off. There it goes. I'll keep the greens. I'm gonna disenchant those. Increase insulin, blah blah blah. Don't need that. Armor is kind of a useless enchant. Really is not that good of an enchant. Everything else here is good. Okay. And then near the flight path, we're gonna go ahead and turn in the opportunity to dig deep. And pick up the quest called Azeroth's Gold. And Sandingo said, is this live or not? Yes, hey, what's up, Sandingo? I am live. It's just my chatbot isn't reading all of my streams. So it seems like the chatbot is working in the vertical stream, but not in the horizontal stream, which is weird. I don't know why that is. Yeah, we're live. But welcome into the stream. How are you doing, Sandingo? Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday. It says restream on the picture, and you didn't respond earlier, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, my bot wasn't working. And now I'm making more sure to listen, like to read my chat. Because I noticed that it's not working. So I just have to pay a little bit more attention to my chat because my bot is having a hard time. Happy Friday. Happy Friday indeed. Okay, so over here, now that we turned a bunch of those quests in, our quest log's down to 16 now, right? So now we can begin to pick up all those quests that we kind of skipped over up north. But first, we're going to go ahead and work on the work must continue by taking out 8 of these brush-tail antlers. We're going to take out 8 of these, and then we're going to move up north. Yeah, but happy Friday, happy Friday. I don't know. I don't know if it's a happy Friday or not. I mean, it's a pretty good Friday as in terms of life. Not so much in terms of the market. But it's alright. It's alright. I thought yesterday would be a really good buying opportunity, or maybe it wasn't yesterday. Maybe it was the day before. Yeah, I think it was the day before on Wednesday. The market took a hit of, say, 1% on Wednesday, and I was like, oh, you know what, dude? It's down almost it was down like 0.5% or maybe like 1.5%. So I bought into the market. Yeah, Bitcoin's down pretty hard. I own some Bitcoin now. I used to own a lot of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and I sold all my stuff over on Coinbase. I moved it over onto the exchange, the stock exchange, and I bought into an ETF that sells covered calls and tracks Bitcoin. And it was doing okay performance. I was up 3-4% at the time. And now, because Bitcoin's falling, it's gone down. But I don't have that much put into it. Like, it's a tiny sliver in comparison to the NASDAQ falling off a cliff. Get some IBIT, FB. I own, I bought into BTCI. BlackRock and Fidelity hold it for you. Okay. Yeah, I have Fidelity. Fidelity's who I go through. I'll look those up here. Let me look up on my other screen quick. So it's IBIT. IBIT is the iShares Bitcoin Trust. Oh, okay. That's pretty similar to my BTCI. And then FBTC. Fidelity Wise Origin Bitcoin Fund. Get the fake options rolling out of here. Yeah, once it recovers, maybe I'll transition to something different. But I think I'm down. I was up for a short time when Bitcoin showed some recovery. I bought into BTCI right around 99,000 on Bitcoin, and it came up to around 106,000. So that brought the fund up a bit, right? I was up like 4 to 6%. And then recently, now that Bitcoin's fallen back down into that 95, I'm down a smidge, but it's my smallest holding, right? It's definitely my smallest holding. And get that fake options rolling out of here. I don't know. I don't mind it. I've looked at the post. Like, we talked about Ben Felix in the past on his outlook on the covered call funds. And instead of doing the covered call funds, you should just buy directly into the fund and then sell options on the calls. Like, you sell call options on the shares that you own. But the thing with that is, unless you're selling naked calls, you have to have the underlying share. So say, for example, you are only able to buy 500 shares of VOO, just for, not VOO, but SPY. So you're only able to buy 500 shares of SPY. So you're able to sell 5 call options. But the way that he presents it, that, by selling call options, you don't make the same amount. Like, I'm able to make a much larger guaranteed amount, essentially, by buying into SPY versus selling my own call options. Obviously, I'm not getting the same amount in premium, but I'm gaining more in the upside with the underlying stock, like SPY. But what he says, if you need to have that income to cover the expenses, then take advantage of the updated share price and sell shares to cover, right? So you're going to get the premium from selling the call options, and then he says just sell the underlying asset, because to cover any extra remaining stuff. So say, for example, I need $4,000 a month to pay for expenses. Well, by selling covered call options, I could get 3,200 of that as premium. Now, he says to make up the difference, right, I need 4,000 and I'm missing, I think, 3,400. So I'm missing $600 of premium, or, cash, to make the expenses covered. So then I would have to sell out $600 worth of SPY. And now, instead of being at 500 shares of SPY, I'm now at 499.33 shares of SPY. So now going forward, I can't sell 5 call options on SPY because SPY price has risen. I can't buy back. I don't have that 500 shares of SPY now to complete the 5 call options. And now you're kind of doing that every month. So yes, you're gaining, your equity is growing, but now the next month you can't write 5 call options on SPY. So now you can't make that $3,400 because, what's 3,400 divided by 5? So you're missing a contract that would net you $680, for example. So instead of getting 3,400, you're only able to write call options for 2,720 premium, and now you have to make up that difference of $1,300 now. So now you have to sell off $1,300 of SPY, which is, that's approximately what, 2 shares now of SPY. So now you're down to 498.2 shares of SPY. What am I doing here? I gotta kill these serpents over here. So that's picking up pennies instead of a steamroller. Yeah, but I use the pennies. Like, I use the... That really depends on the individual. I have a lot of growth. I have over 6 figures in growth stuff. That, it's going to be fine. It's going to multiply into 7 figures or whatever in the future. But I use the covered call funds, the premium from those, like the covered call, to cover any expenses on a monthly basis and any extra. Like, if I don't need the extra amount of premium that I generate from the covered call funds, then I just roll that into either growth ETFs or something else. Like, I bought an excessive amount of meta the other day. Multiple, like well over 100 shares of meta was purchased on Wednesday. In the 607. Oh wait, I don't know what meta is at. I think 607 or something like that. I don't know the specific price. Meta is right now 611, so I picked it up around 608. An excessive amount of shares, and that's a growth. Like, that'll be fine. Like, that's gonna grow. Potentially it could recover all that it's lost so far off those highs. It had a PE ratio of around 25, a forward PE of around 22, 23. So they're not overspending in AI. I don't feel like Meta's in a huge AI bubble, such as other ones that could potentially still come down, like Palantir or Nvidia. Amazon is fine. I don't think they're in a crazy bad spot. Microsoft, I feel, was a little bit expensive, so I wouldn't be messing with Microsoft at this point. Yeah, but I looked at... I don't go crazy on all covered call funds. Like, I see people posting pictures, and they're only down. They have a much smaller portfolio, right? They have maybe like $120,000, $130,000 portfolio, and they're invested into covered call funds, and they're down $11,000 on a $100,000 portfolio on a single day. I'm not like that. I was down 1% yesterday, and I was down very minimal on a much larger portfolio. So my portfolio is much safer versus others, and I still generate everything that I need. Oh, there's my last one right there. I don't go blindly into covered call funds. Oh, drowned. Smart man. What the heck? Okay, this is going to be my last one for the work must continue. We're taking out these cobras right here. Okay, so we are done with that. We're gonna head up into the high rise area and work on the High Vale Rise quest now. Are you chasing me? You know who I am? He's gonna eventually forget all about me. Okay, you should honestly stop. There you go. He stopped. Okay, this is where we're heading to right now. We're gonna be taking out some elder gorillas. And BRB gotta do a quick 1 mile. Yeah, me and my son have been doing 2 miles, 2 to 3 miles every single day this week. Okay, go do your mile. Awesome, possum. Yeah, when he gets home from school, we're gonna be doing our 2 mile after school. Today's Friday too, so it'll be a chill day after, tomorrow. But tomorrow we're gonna be hiking up a big trail. We're gonna be going up a mountain tomorrow, so we'll see. I think it'll still be fine for us to go hiking around the neighborhood, but we plan on going up a trail tomorrow that I haven't been to in well over a year due to my knee surgery. So it'll be a test tomorrow to see how well we do. So today I'm gonna go get a few little snacks for us. Nothing crazy. Maybe just some smoothies or stuff like that. That's what we used to do in the past. Whenever we hiked up these trails, we would just get to the very top, hang our feet over the edge, and then sit down and have a smoothie and then just enjoy the view. I think that's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. If it doesn't rain. Oh, they're doing invites for MC already? Oof, I never touched Tel'Abim ever. This dungeon, or sorry, this island itself? Or the server? So right now, I put Tel'Abim in the title because I'm doing the island itself. I'm not on the server. I'm just in the zone. Auto zone. Thank you for the stream, friend. I missed the last couple, but you got this. Heck yeah, man. We're almost there. I'm gonna move up this way. We are a bubble and a half away from level 59. Crazy. Yeah, we're almost 59 right now. Yeah, I would never ever be live streaming PvP hardcore. Like, I would never be live streaming on Tel'Abim as a hardcore player on a PvP server. That would be asking terribleness. Like, I was watching some guy's stream clips the other day, I think it was yesterday, that, I don't play on the official stuff, but I think I'm gonna try later. And what was his name? I don't know if it was Misfits or some streamer. He got flagged in Stonard in Swamp of Sorrow, Firth to Booty Bay, and then Peyo ended up taking him out. I just saw this clip the other day. It was just yesterday, yeah. So it must have just happened yesterday. But I could not imagine. Can you imagine? You're in your level 40s. You teleport to where you think is safe in Booty Bay. Honestly, Booty Bay is not safe. The moment that you teleported there, you should have never, you should never log out. Because especially if you're streaming on if you're streaming and you get PvP flagged, there's going to be people out there that are going to be watching your stream that will go out of their way to find you and take you out. So as soon as he teleported to Booty Bay, he should have ran up and taken the flight path right away. Unfortunately, he decided to log out, and when he logged back in, he stood upstairs for way too long and then got picked out. He got picked off by the warrior upstairs with the bow. Dying to a warrior to a ranged bow, man. That's not the way to go. Yeah, we're at 7 out of 14 on these guys. Richie Rich problems. Okay, I think not going in that cave back there. Let's see here. We're gonna go ahead, kind of loop back this way, and I don't think there's any more gorillas down there that are of our that we need. We need the Elder High Veil. Right back here. We should be able to finish this quest off. Oh wait, are these monkeys back this way? Yep. A bunch of monkeys. I think we're in the clear to fight stuff over here. I don't think there's anything up here that can kill me. I think there's something in the cave. I think that's where the elite gorilla's at. But I've never ran into him face to face. I've never ran into him face to face. I don't know if the monkeys and gorillas share aggro. Yeah, they do. And this guy can stun me. So I'm gonna focus on the gorilla first. Monkey later. Let's do a demo in here. Yeah, look at that. Took him out. Nice. Shredded that monkey up. What the heck? How's this guy doing so much? He's also Fury. I can't inspect them though. What's in there? Okay, maybe he's just doing the same amount of damage. He just had some really good hits. What weapons are you? Oh, wait, I could probably just look at the armory. These are just the message. Oh, level 17. Your Doom Squall. Come on, take him out. There we go. 5 Sunders. Three more bad guys. 3 more bad guys. And then we're going to be heading to the house and getting those quests. You notice that I charge into these guys and automatically do the demo because I'm going to get stunned. And I'd rather get stunned and have them hit me with some lesser blows than hitting me with those full hits. So I could go in there and start rending, but the rend is doing what, like 62 damage of rend. So it's not going to make or break, but that demo, 144 EP damage reduction, or not damage reduction, AP called. I can't think of the word. Screw it. Die. Yeah, attack power, AP reduction. I said it right, I think. Whoa, 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 what is this? Are you fighting me? I thought I was well outside of your range. Okay, well, no, he was not. Attack me first. Yeah, we're gonna head back down the mountain after this guy, because all the elder guys that I fought on the way up and along that ridge should be respawning, and I only need one. So even if there is somebody down there working on this quest, they probably haven't slaughtered them all. Okay, so let's go ahead and head back that way. Unless I can find one by himself and I can just kind of pick him off. But I'm not seeing that, so yeah, we're just gonna head back down the mountain. There's one right there on the left. I got my demo and my rend on him before he smacked me down in there. And we'll execute and finish him off. Oh, and quest complete. Perfect. Okie doke. Now we can go back to that house up here and go pick up a bunch of quests. Yeah, now we completed, look at that, we have all of this stuff complete, and we can head up north and get these other ones. It's the final countdown. Ba-da-da-bow. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get the Final Flight Venom Flare, the Intercepting Wave Crest, and then inside, we're gonna go ahead and get Operation Screw Fuse. Heck. We're gonna get Operation Screw Fuse 1000
For the Horde.
and then I think we're good here. Yeah, that one is something else. Okay. And now we're gonna head west and do the final flight of the Venom Slayer and the Operation Skew Fuse. Skew Fuse? Something of the sorts. A lot of these guys are gonna die. A lot of these serpents. I'd like more solid stone. Oh no, I have solid stone. I must have picked this stuff up. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make myself some sharpening stones with solid stone. Okay, kill this guy real quick and make some of these. And we're gonna go ahead and rebuff up here. Two more. Yeah, let's go ahead and use this. Makes me tiny. Let's turn into a ninja. This, and we'll enchant our weapon. I'm a medium-sized ninja instead of the tiniest one because I have the Wildfall, Winterfall, Firewater. I just feel faster now. Because I'm now 1/8 of my original size. Okay, let's go ahead and fly through here real quick. Wish I had some better stuff. I really would like to go and do like a Rend run and get the two weapons from Rend, the main hand and the offhand. I remember those were one of the best in slot for warriors with the Crusader enchant on them. right? Because they proc the 100 strength, which 200 attack power, and they heal you as well. So stack that up with already nice fury healing. It's nice. These guys don't have much of a cast bar when they're spitting their thing. It just happens. Oh yeah, no, they do. They do have that spit. It just doesn't show up as anything. Yeah, see, I just don't have the time to try and pummel it when I'm doing other stuff. Oop. It doesn't do much anyways, like that poison spit doesn't do a whole lot anyway. Can you imagine? These guys would net me 628 experience a kill. But because I'm slow and steady, they only give me 314. That's why, like, this place is a great grinding spot as a other worker with skinning and stuff like that. There's so many things to skin here. The apes, the monkeys, the serpents, the cobras. There's so many things to kind of skin. I know what he's doing. And slow and steady and hardcore. Yes, we are playing slow and steady and hardcore. Yeah,
slow and steady and hardcore.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, we have the hardcore challenge, right? We have the 1 life challenge, and we are doing the slow and steady. So we gain 50% less experience when defeating enemies, both in the open world and in dungeons. We're gonna go ahead and pick up this thing right here for Operation Screwfuse. Yeah, Screwfuse. Welcome into the stream, by the way. Is that DJ Nocturnal? DJ Nocturnal, welcome into the stream. How are you doing today? Are you playing on Turtle WoW as well? Yeah, right now we're knocking out a custom island called Tel'Abim. It's been around for a while. I believe it's been around since the class changes 1.1, like the first class changes. So it's been around a while. But I don't know if I've ever played it all the way through on Horde or not. So that's what we're kind of working on today. Knocking out some of these Horde quests on Tel'Abim. And then we're going to be making our way to Silithus, which the only reason I'm really kind of heading to Silithus is because I have my tier 0.5 wrists. And I need to get the Silithus blood. I am also on Tel'Abim. Are you on the island
I am also
itself?
on Tel'Abim.
Yeah, I'm not doing... I'm not playing on Tel'Abim, the server.
Not HC, though.
Yeah, I'm hardcore, but I'm not playing on the Tel'Abim PvP server. I'm just playing Tel'Abim on the island itself. Like, here I am leveling on Tel'Abim. I would never play hardcore, slow and steady on a PvP server. That would be asking for me to get wiped out. That would be such an awful time. I have heard of people doing hardcore on the PvP server, but they are usually rogues, they're usually druids that can stealth. And they grind in specific areas where there's very little people. They use a separate account to kind of monitor like access in and access out of specific places. Yeah. Let's see, there's a few more. I need 2 more of these serpents. So there's my next 2 right there. I'm gonna charge in there and use some battle shout. Charge in, battle shout. Yeah, I've been enjoying the warrior. The warrior is definitely a pretty chill class. Like, it was fun. It was fun, but pretty difficult early on. But honestly, after I respec to Fury, the experience has been a lot better. Fury makes leveling so much easier because of how much self-heal I have now. I'm able to essentially regenerate the majority of my health out of combat or in combat, which is just insane. So right now, for example, my health will tick up naturally, but if I wanted to, I could just proc Blood Fury and just regen back up the full health. Does it regen a good portion of my health just in that time? Okay, so now that we completed the final flight of the Venom and Operation Soul Fuse, we're going to go ahead and turn both of these quests in. So we're going to turn in intercepting. Oh, wait, we're going to turn in the final flight. And we get a mace. This is actually a decent mace. 49 DPS and 28 strength. Check that out. It's a decent mace. It's probably one of the better ones.
I played a ton of WoW. I have close to zero interest in leveling. The PvP server has 2x XP, so it made my leveling experience feel good.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Tel'Abim still has 2x experience, doesn't it? Or did they change it? Boom! We hit level 59. One more level. Dang, 59. Okay, so we turned in the one quest. We're going to go ahead and get Operation Soul Fuse.
Props to you for doing slow and steady.
Yeah. One more level, guys. One more level.
Grats.
Thank you, DJ. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to put this point in. Oh, I thought I would be able to get Deep Wound, but I can't. I guess. I don't know what my plan was. Let me go look at. I think I'm just going to put it in the parry, honestly. We're just going to put it in the parry. 1% more chance to parry. One more to go. Thanks. Okay, let's go ahead and head north. And we're going to take out the Nagas over here, the Wave Crest Sirens. That's the next place we're going to be heading to. My mount just feels streamed a whole slow and steady. Yeah. Whole way. In glory. Inglorious. Okay, so yeah, we're working now on the intercepting. Let's see if I can just take this guy without having to pummel it. Nope, should have pummeled it. Let's see here. Enable that. I know that there is an elite, like, crab-looking thing on the backside of this island, so you just have to be cautious here. Just take out the sirens through here, and you're pretty good. If anybody has any specific questions about World of Warcraft, Hardcore, Turtlebout, or just about anything really, drop it into the chat. We're always down to talk about whatever. I talk about a lot about World of Warcraft, but we also talk a lot about money and stocks here. Because I'm always taking a look at the market. Usually, right, when I'm live Monday through Friday, if I'm live and the market's open, I always have it up on my other screen That way I can see, oh, you know what? The market pulled out of red today. It was down nearly 0.5%. Like, it was down big this morning when I looked at my phone. I was like, oh man, why are we down so hard? And I should have, I bought my put option this morning. I closed my put option for today because it was in the green. So I made about $100, $100 by selling. I bought a put option last week and I bought it back today for more than I bought it for. So I was able to make about $100 in the difference. And then the market recovered. It'd be essentially worthless now because the market's recovered out of that zone. But I was able to make some money off the put option, and then the day-wise, it's doing really well. Market's back up in the green. It's trading $4 above where it was at yesterday. $4. But still nowhere near where I want it to be now. Pummel him again. Overpower. I thought I just pummeled his cast. I don't know why he was able to cast so soon, but oh well. Battle shout. Yeah, we'll disarm. See, for the example, this guy is doing a lot of damage, but I can go ahead and heal. Watch. That health is slowly tick up. From below 3,000 to well over. Back up the full. Boom, full life. It's crazy. The warrior self-healing is insane. I honestly love it. I'm really happy that I transitioned over to Fury. If you guys are out there thinking of leveling warriors, leveling 1 through 40 as arms is good. Like, it does well. Because you have an ample supply of weapons that you can upgrade your two-handers with. And there's not a lot of one-handers out there when you're leveling. Plus, when you're leveling, you don't have hit chance, right? You don't have the talents to really go into that dual-wield specialization. It isn't until after, you're level 20 that you finally kind of have all those points in there. And then even then, it's still not the best. So after level 40, that's when you start getting access to a couple different weapons. Like the Omen weapon from Scarlet Monastery, or there's a bunch of dungeons. Like SM provides a lot of dungeons. Stormrot Ruins provides a bunch of weapons as well. Dragon Maw Retreat, I think it was the other one, has some pretty decent weapons in there. Crescent Grove. I don't think there's any one-handers in Crescent Grove that are worthy of doing anything for. Not that I can kind of think off the top of my head. They have a pretty good two-hander. Like the first boss drops a pretty good two-hander. But I have my Thrash Blade and I have my Death Edge that I picked up. I think this might be the elite. Yeah, that's the elite right there. Oop, almost that. We have to be super cautious. This guy looks exactly like everything else. I'll take a look at his stats here. He does 283 damage a second versus these Sirens do 43. That's a big difference in damage, right? This guy does 283 damage. Let me see if there's anything behind me. Nope. Go back up. He's on... Yeah, it's on the back side of this island. So just be cautious if you are doing stuff back here. You gotta be cautious for the guy. He blends in just like all the other guys. And also, there's this northern island back here. There's an elite invisible panther back there. So that's another guy you have to be super cautious of. Super cautious of. Because both of those guys will tear you up. And we'll execute. Long snare. We're gonna go ahead and heal off this guy. Let's see if we can regen our health back up to full. We'll see. I don't think we can, but we'll try. Definitely a pretty good sizable amount. I'm back where I started on that fight. Back where I started. Back where I started. See if I can end this fight over where I started. Around 3,000 health. Yeah. So I gained some health through that combat. About 600, 700 life through the fight. Yeah, see, and I'm back at full. Back at full life. Which is just crazy. And that's why I say Fury. Once you get into those upper tiers of Fury, between your damage being pretty quick and your regen and your health going pretty quick, it's really nice. Arms, I had quite a bit of downtime, and I burned through so many of my bandages during my arms journey. Got our 5 sunders. Finish him. There you go. I need 3 more of these guys. And then after we're done with this quest, we're going to make our way to the other island, pick up the gold, and then go get these quests up there. And we get a really nice tanking trinket off of the monkey quest. I don't think it's an escort. I think it's just a survival guy. We have to kill something inside of a cave, unlock the cage, and then kill murlocs. And then I think that's it. And then we return, turn the quest in, and we're done. And then we're done with Tel'Abim. We actually went through here pretty quick. This zone is pretty straightforward. So it's pretty nice. It's a pretty nice zone. I do enjoy this zone. I enjoyed this zone more than I enjoy... what's the other zone over there? Lapidus Isle and Gilligim Isle. I think these zones are, well... This zone is put better together than the other ones. In terms of optimization and quests. And the density and stuff like that. The density is really nice. You're not having to run around crazy. You run around one time back and forth to turn some quests in and pick some new quests up. But that's it. Okay, so we're done here. We're going to make our way west now and go get that gold quest. Yeah, it's faster just to kind of jump across these islands right here. Entering combat. That's okay. And a 90-second ad is starting. If you guys would like to support the channel, definitely subscribe on the Twitch side, or subscribe on the YouTube side as well. The more the merrier. Okay, so right here, when you loot these, what are they called? Like these little dirt mounds. If you choose the wrong one, you're gonna get something that spawns. This vengeful spirit. You can just line aside them around these pillars here, but we looted the right one. I always loot the one underneath this pillar, and we complete the quest. We picked up the Azalatha's gold, and it still spawns the spirit. But if you loot the wrong one, you get the vengeful spirit without the gold. So I always just go directly for the one underneath this pillar right here. And we completed the quest. Okay, from here, we're going to travel north a bit. And let's see, what's small thorium over here? Guess I'll pick up the small thorium vein. Oh, why that? Okay. And now we're gonna go up. I'll just take him out. I don't aggro me or not, but we'll just fight him for the giggles. Okay, inventory is full, so I have to go through here and loot things, sell some stuff now. Okay, gonna quickly sell some stuff and then we'll pick up these quests. Okay. A bunch of stuff sold out of the bags. Don't need this. I think I already equipped it. No, I didn't, but we equipped it now so I can get the transmog. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it because it's gonna be something I want to make a note of. I don't need this. I think people would want these. Goes in the bank. That's a quest item. Rock ore. That's a quest item. And I think we're good there. And Sandingo says, it's always those clams hogging up my bag. I know, right? Those bags are super annoying. There is an add-on that opens them up automatically for you that I have, but it's honestly just used when I'm fishing, because when I have it actively, when I'm just using it normal, it really disrupts something. I forgot what it was. I had to disable it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pick up Missing Friend and the Murloc Monkey Wars. So this is we're going to be taking out Murlocs. Okay, so now that we have these two quests, we're going to be heading to this island, the North Island. But, like I said, you don't want to go to the north part of the island. Like back in this area right here, where you don't have anything to do with the quest. You don't want to go back there, because if you do, I'll show you, there's a mob back there. It's a pretty scary mob. I've never killed it. I don't know what quest it's for. Let's see if I can see it. Oh, yeah, right here. Look at this thing. It looks really cool. Check this thing out. It's like a see-through, almost like a panther, but like tiger panther. It's Dark Spirit of the Loresh. It does 68.2 DPS, which is actually pretty small in terms of damage. But it's got whopping 12,000 health. So, like a normal hunter, like a level 60, pretty well geared hunter should be able to solo it, depending on the DPS. It shows that it only has low DPS, but I don't know if I could take that for the fact. Okay, so over here, we're going to go into this cave and fight this guy called something. And then this is going to be, we're going to be working on the quest called the Murloc Monkey Wars now. And then as you exit this cave to the left, there's going to be the, what's it called? The cave that or let me put this thing away. There's going to be the Murloc that we got to rescue for the quest. Just be careful, because these guys you can get pinned down pretty easy with Frost Novas in here. I'm gonna kind of clear the way through here a little bit. And I don't know if these guys can run, so I'm also going to go ahead and start doing a, what's it called? Hamstring? Yeah, hamstring on them, just in case. But you can see I'm getting repeatedly Frost Nova'd in place. So if you fight these guys, you look like you started to run away there just a smidge. I would just be pretty cautious about killing things in this area around first. I've never been a fan of Murlocs. They are just funky looking little humanoids. If one faction could have Murlocs, which faction do you think it would be? Do you think it would be an alliance, or do you think it would be Horde that would get Murlocs? I honestly think the Horde are more likely to get Morlocks, but maybe not. Who knows? Yeah, that Frost Nova is always crazy with the Frost Nova. Oh yeah, we're gonna be, we'll rescue the monkey here in just a minute. But I just want to get a lot of the stuff kind of cleared up around, just in case something runs in some direction that I'm not planning. And then we get some extra aggro. I don't want extra stuff in my life. Why can't I fight you? Why can't I charge? Oh. Weird, I couldn't charge at him. Maybe it was pathing. I couldn't get through that trunk right there or something. I have no idea. I have no idea. Parry. Execute. There we go. Hey, we got 2 greens off that one guy. Nothing useful, but still, 2 greens. Yeah, there's a little cage right here. It requires the bamboo cage key. And I think we don't need any specific key. It says that it requires a key, but I'm pretty sure we don't need it. I think we can just click on the quest, on the chest, on the cage, and complete the quest. I am going to go ahead and pull him back here. And then use this tree as my support. Oh, I thought he would try and heal, or I guess not. I thought the oracle's healed. That's what I was kind of line of sighting. I thought these guys were casters, and they would try and heal. The other one would be lightning bolt to me. Lightning bolts hurt. I'm always kind of cautious about what I'm fighting by, you know, you can usually tell what the mob will do by the name. And every time I've seen Oracle in the name, they've usually been healers. Okay, so we can click on this. Okay, so we don't even have to click on the cage. We click on the monkey, and we tell him that he's free, and boom, the quest is complete, just like that. Look at that. We used the line of sight, and we pulled him away from his double partner over there. Nice. I didn't know if that would work or not, but it worked. Oh, what the heck? Am I stuck? No. Boy. And next guy, I'll go ahead and heal off the next one. But I'm going to save up my rage. Then I'll find a solo guy by himself. Heal off this guy. And we're not going to execute because I got a lot of rage I don't want to use up. Oh, whoops. I clapped. I don't think there's any elites on the side here like there was on the other island, so I think you're pretty good just kind of clearing warlocks along the side. And that elite that was on the other island didn't even trigger on my unit scan. So we could have ran into a guy that does 400 DPS a second, and we would have we wouldn't have known. We would have just thought it was like a random guy. Ah, I thought I hit Bloodthirst. Nope. No more weapon. Come on. Okay, 8 out of 8 on that. So now I just need 3 oracles, 2 wave creepers. You never fight the oracles by themselves, huh? Oh wait, I should have probably healed before this. Fine. It's fine. Got heals off both of these guys. Yeah, this guy should start to get into the zone where I can execute. There it goes. And look at that, we're back at full life. Despite us having like 1,000 life missing when we went into this combat, fighting 2 Murlocs at the same time, we still came out with full life and victorious. Victorious. And that's the power of the Fury Warrior. I'm saying they are strong. Still deprived. I'm not going to be using any more enchants on my weapons because we're almost done with this zone. So we're going to be finishing up and then heading to Selithus. And that's going to be quite a bit of travel time. So if I use a 30-minute enchant on my weapons, a lot of it's going to be mostly just used traveling. So I'm not going to buff up in that way right now. But I need 2 oracles, okay? Need 2 oracles. There's an oracle right there, so let's go ahead and fight him. Oh wait, I got one guy behind me. Now I'm getting dazed because I can't spin around inside this block. There we go. And now they're both bleeding. I don't have any self-heals at the moment, so right now I'm just fighting these guys as normal. My blood rage is up in 8 seconds. And we'll finish him off with these. And now I can blood rage, but I'm going to save it for the next fight. Which might has an oracle over here. Yeah, there's my last oracle right there. So I'm going to save my blood rage for that fight. There we go. Okay, we're gonna go into this fight with 2,000 life. Probably not a good idea. We'll bandage. We'll bandage. I'm not gonna be. Heroes don't tell tales. We're gonna go ahead and heal. Charge in. I'm gonna pull this guy back a bit. Oh, why I can't. There we go. Pretty good. There we go. Quest complete. Perfect. Okay, so I think that we're done with every single quest that we can do on this island. So once I'm finally done with this guy, I'm gonna execute him. Okay, so let's go ahead and get mounted up. We're gonna return to the other side. Wait, I can't do that while I'm in. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and mount up back to the other island. Turn these 2 quests in. We're gonna get a pretty decent tanking trinket. And then we're gonna head south, turn this quest in, and then we're gonna head back over there, turn those quests in, and then we'll hearth back to Gadget Sand. Okay, here we go. Turn in missing friend. Got it. See, this is the tanking trinket. 10 natural resistance. It's 5 HP 5. So, yeah, it's 5 HP 5 and 1% chance to dodge an attack by 1%. So, yeah, increases your chance to dodge an attack by 1%. It's nothing crazy. But you know, it's actually some people would I would say that most people would think like the 1% dodge is probably not a great trinket because you're not generating rage. But it's decent in terms of tanking trinkets. It's okay. So we got all of these quests turned in. We can now make our way south. And we can go ahead and turn in the intercepting quest. Whoop. And look at us, we're 2.5 bubbles towards level 60 already. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pick up the Chillwind armor. I don't know if I'm gonna accept this later on, like if I'm actually gonna do this. It's a Winter Spring quest. Then we're gonna turn in the intercepting wave crests. Healing by 24, 6 HP 5, 14 stamina. This is actually a really nice leg piece. I'm gonna get it. It sells for 2.5 gold. Okay. Nothing else here that we need. And now we're gonna head down south to the base camp. Return to base camp. Level 16 Paladin. Ripple-Roni. Pillage. They got taken out by the casters. Those pillagers hurt. Small Thorium back there. But I don't want to mess with all those gorillas and monkeys and such right now. Okay, making our way down south, we're going to turn in the Highvale Rise, the Azathoth's Gold, and I think that's it. Then we're going to Hearth. Hearth to Gadget Stand. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody looking for any sort of dungeons. My guild is about to run Molten Core on Hardcore, so they're all prepping for that. You can see that they're all in Black Rock Mountain. I didn't sign up for any raids this week just because I'm still, you know, in the leveling phase and all my other characters. I really just want to hit level 60 on this character. That's my main focus. Getting to level 60 on this character. And then I'm going to be working on doing dungeons and such when I can. But doing other little things as well. Okay. Up here, we're going to go ahead and turn in the Highvale Raise. Okay, we got Sandingo. Making our way down south, walking fast, faces past, in our homebound. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Right. We're going to go ahead and get the Major Healing Potion from this quest. Let's see here. Work must continue. Yep, we turn this quest in. We get a pretty decent helmet. Like, this is on par with what we have, but not really, right? Our helmet is 510 armor, 15 stamina, 1% dodge, 5 defense. So this helmet is 11 agility, 16 stamina. So it's 1 more stamina, same defense, but we lose armor. So I'm actually going to go ahead and let me see. This thing sells for the most at 223. It also has a 1% hit chance on it. Yeah, there's nothing really. I'm just going to go for the gold. The more gold, the merrier. And then our last quest over here we're going to turn in is Azathoth's Gold. And boom, perfect. Okay, taking a quick peek. It's if I just faster. I'm just gonna Hearth. I'm gonna Hearth to Gadget Sand and then turn in Operation Fizz Crew Fuse. And then run back. Okay, so we're here. Let's go ahead and get mounted. Oh. Blessing of Salvation from Pallium Turtle. Blessing of Salvation from Pallium. Helps to know for farming a Okay, so our next spot that we're heading to is Silithus. I don't think we're going to hit level 60 in Silithus, but we're going to go ahead and make our way that way through Ungoro Crater, do a few quests over that way, such as the one for my tier 0.5, and maybe pick up a few others, and then go from there. Okay, we're going to turn this quest in here. And Operation Help Jabby. Venture into BRD, recover the extremely potent stuff. Okay, we're good here. And now we can head back to Gadget Sand and take the flight path to Ongoro Crater. The reason I went ahead and hearth from Tel'Abim to over here, because I could have just taken the flight path, but the flight path would have taken that same time that it probably would have taken me to just kind of hoof it over here. So I just decided hearth over here, run back, versus flight path over here, hoof it over here, hearth over here, right? I don't know. It could have been faster to flight path, run, and then hearth, versus hearth, run.
Yes.
A lot of us do this, right? A lot of us running while we're jumping. It's just a natural thing that we're doing. Okie doke. Things I can put in my bank. I can vendor this. These are really nice pants. There are some better ones, but these are good for all healing classes because they're cloth. They give you that 14 stamina. You can put a +5 stamina on them. It'll be 19 stamina, 190 health, 24 to your healing, and 6 MP5. Okay, now we can go ahead and take the flight path over here. Yeah. We're going to take the flight path to Ongoro Crater. I don't have the flight path to Silithus, so we're flying to Ongoro first. We're going to scare that person. To Ongoro. They're going to be scaring the NPC named Quixie. Then head to Silithus, which is over here somewhere, which is west. Silithus. Look for the pillars. Head west. Look for pillars. Up. Hill. Silithus. We almost came across a Devilsaur. We never fought a Devilsaur while we were in Un'Goro Crater, but one Devilsaur sneakily stuck behind us. Like, he was well within range where we had almost aggroed him, but luckily we did not. Okay, so we've landed here in Un'Goro Crater. We're gonna go ahead and scare somebody here real quick. Where are they? It's probably this goblin right here. No, it's not them. Ah, here we go. Okay, we're gonna get out the Yeti machine. Beep, beep. And boom, that completes that quest. Are we there, Yeti? Okay, that quest is complete. Now we can go ahead and make our way. What? How am I entering combat? I don't know what I entered combat from. I don't know if I'm in combat still. Oh, yeah, now leaving combat. Yeah, I was in combat. I don't know what I was in combat with. But it's over. Okay, now we're heading west. We're looking for some pillars. A lot of people often forget how to get into Silithus. It's not really that hidden. I think it's kind of similar as accessing Un'Goro Crater. You're going to find these two huge pillars on the side over here. And you head up the mountain. Ah, here they are. Yeah, you can't miss them. You can't miss these things. Like gigantic things hanging out of the ground. But they're rocks. I'm glad that they gave him 3 instead of 2. It just 29, 21.9, perfect. Okay, that's it. Pull up a chair by the hearth. It's time for tavern talks with Shale. Tune into the radio and come dance at the crossroads. So they must be doing some event right now through the radio. I never listened to the in-game radio. Okay, so we're heading over up the hill to Silithus. What awaits me in Silithus? Will I die? Will I survive? I honestly wouldn't normally head to Silithus at all. But we're 59. I think we're in a reasonable level. We haven't had too many close calls. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. There's a grave right there. I thought there used to be a flight path over here. But it might be for only Alliance? Or Horde? I have no idea.
By the light of the moon.
Okay. Okay, so we can actually defeat scorpions and stuff here. Furnace proposition. Spiders, scorpion. Furnace proposition. I don't know if there's other quests that would tie into this, but I'm sure there are. I'll just make my way to Silithus and get the flight path. I can do I can do this quest anyway. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get other quests to do with it as well. The thing that we have to be aware of is I'm pretty sure that there is something on the road that can kill us. I woke up to your stream. Hey, what's up, Nuclear Odo? Welcome into the stream. Welcome back. Yeah, we are streaming once again. We're almost level, we're 59, so we're almost level 60. Almost level 60. We got 1, 2, 3, 4.5 bubbles out of 20. So I need, 16 more bubbles, 15 more bubbles until level 60. We got this. So we're going to be making our way here to Cenarian Hold. And there's a few quests that we can knock out here in Silithus. Okay, let's see here. So, let's see. Securing the supplies is 1. We're gonna get supplying the whatever, securing the supplies, and then upstairs we're gonna get Deadly Desert Venom. And then the Twilight Mystery.
How are ya?
8 Twilight Fragments. I'm not sure. How difficult is this quest? The Twilight Mystery. I think as high as I've ever made it was 17 on hardcore. It's a challenge. And I've been alive like for what the heck? I've been alive for a while. Okay, I think this stuff, secret communication, bring 10 encrypted Twilight text. I can't do that. Report to General Kirka. I think this is down south. I'm not going to be doing that. We're going to get the flight path. We're going to get the flight path over here. Is there anything else over here that I can do? No, I'm too scared to do hardcore. Got it. Yeah, it's a different thing. Dearest Natalia, Commander Marath in Cenarian Hold in Silithus wants you to question the inhabitants of Bronzebeard's encampment. This is way down south, I believe. Yeah, that's way down south. And it's an elite. Yeah, we're not going to be doing that. That's a quick way to end by a journey. Yeah, I think we just picked up the 3 quests through here. And that is it. There is a sign over here, but I'm pretty sure that this sign is another elite quest. Let me see. Yeah, that's another elite quest. We're going to abandon that one as well. Okay, so that is it. There's only 3 quests here that are for our liking, plus our Bracer quest. But now we're going to head northeast. Okay, yeah, we're just going to kill scorpions and spiders stuff. Okay, we're going to enchant my weapons now, because we're now back into the kill time. I got stuck in the forest after Tedrastil. Oh, Darkshore. Yeah, Darkshore is probably where you got stuck at. It can be a little bit confusing in that area, for sure. if you, I have all my VODs uploaded on YouTube, and I've played hardcore, both. You can follow, like, the hardcore journey. Not everybody has to play hardcore, right? So if you just want to follow along on the adventures and kind of do the exact same quests as me, that's kind of why I record the VODs and I do things in a specific order that people are able to see, you know, what quests I'm picking up, what quests I'm doing, what order I'm doing them in, where I'm kind of heading to. And, you know, they could follow along on their journey as well, kind of seeing what kind of issues that we run into, you know, or overcome, and how to do specific things. So people can always just kind of watch an old rerun of a specific journey, whether it's Alliance or Horde, and kind of follow along step by step, kind of doing it. I would have liked to have put together like shorter form content from my streams, because my streams are usually 3 to 4 hours long. I would have liked to have consolidated it down to like the main highlights within like a 30-minute clip, but it just takes a long time to go through that 4-hour stream and pull the main highlights out and stuff like that. All the side quests were hard, and the next quest for the big tree won't show up. Huh. Oh, you're talking about, you're still in the starter zone. Got it. Yeah, that's why it's really worth it to use some sort of quest. Like quest, I use PF Quest on Turtle. I'm not sure what they use on other servers, but PF Quest helps a lot with knowing where a specific quest is at, or where a specific quest needs to be done at or turned in at. And it shows all the quest stuff on the map, so it's really easy to kind of see where you got to go, where you got to turn stuff in, and all that stuff. Whoa. Thought I saw something, but maybe not. I had a grudge. What the heck happened? It was so weird. Okay. Yeah, this is just an easy kill quest, honestly. It's just a chill, easy kill quest over here. I don't know if it's the level issue or the server has a bug. I don't know if the server would have a bug, depending on the server you're playing on. Back in vanilla was pretty empty. I'm gonna say that vanilla was great. Like, I love vanilla. I had a really good experience leveling up in vanilla. Well, I could not go back after having played Turtle WoW and experienced all the 1,000 new quests, all the brand new quest hubs, the new zones, the new dungeons, the new raids, all the different things that have been added for quality of life. It would be very difficult for me to ever return back to vanilla, because it would just seem so bland and empty, right? Imagine you go from having all these extra quests to kind of point you to different directions that you need to go, to fill in a lot of that empty space where now you're wondering, hey, I'm level 28. I can't quite go to Stranglethorn because I'm not level 30, but at the same time, there's no other 28 zones. So now I'm stuck having to grind a while. Like, Turtle WoW is not like that. Turtle WoW has so many extra quests. I'm doing slow and steady, right? I would have already been level 60 a long time ago. Probably within half the time that it took me to get to where I'm at right now. I could have grinded to probably level 60 within maybe 2-3 days of playtime. Instead, I'm at near probably 8 hours. Let me just do my slash played right now. I'm at 8 days, 1 hour, 16 minutes of playtime, which is just an insane amount of time to spend leveling a character. And a hardcore character, no doubt. This character, eventually, if something happens to him, it's going to be the end of his journey. Those 8 days that I spent leveling him up and finding new gear, it's all going to be, oh man, I don't know. It's all gone. Like, I enjoyed the journey, right? A lot of people say, hey, why do you play on Turtle WoW? Because it's the journey, not so much the destination. Same thing with hardcore. The journey is what makes it exciting. I've leveled multiple hardcore characters. I don't play them all the time, right? Everybody usually has their main, but they just kind of experience each class individually they all have a different style of playing and surviving different encounters, and it's kind of all, you know, some stuff is obviously the same. You're going to run into the same quests. You're going to have some similar things between, say, like a rogue and a warrior, but how you handle situations will be a bit different. As warriors don't have vanish, we don't have gouge, we don't have ways to interrupt fights. But some classes will be kind of same-ish in a way. I don't know. I feel like classes are pretty unique back in Classic WoW. These guys are actually doing a pretty good amount of damage to me. I don't know why I have... Oh, they mentioned arena. Okay. I was like, why am I getting notifications about ZF? But they mentioned arena tomb run, which is why I got a notification, because they mentioned arena. That's one of my keywords that I have triggers for. Yeah, so I'm going to be putting together my best in slot list. There's a few different pieces that are brand new on Turtle WoW that I'm going to be going for. A lot of the old pieces will still remain the same, like the Dalrend weapons, the like something of the Unforgiving from Strat Undead or Strat, you know, whatever. I think it's Strat Undead or Strat Live. And then there's the helmet from Rend as well, like his patch. There's the Savage Glider chest. The attack power ring. I still haven't got the 1% hit attack power ring from Princess on this character. If I had my hunter on a different account, I could probably clear it for him, but I don't have a I don't have it on a different account. And my druid can't solo Princess, so it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna have to go and do Princess manually sometime to get that 1% chance hit ring. If I can clear this bandage up. Oh, I can. Nice. I've had these anti-venom things since back in Stone Talon Mountain, around level 22. I've continued to keep these anti-venom that target, it can cures my poison up to level 25. Well, all these poisons are considered a level 25 poison, so I've been able to pretty much clear myself of all these big poisons before using the bandage, which is pretty cool. And it doesn't use any cooldowns, such as like my potion cooldowns or my bandage cooldowns, so they kind of share their own different cooldowns, which is kind of interesting. Okay, yeah, we're just kind of rummaging through here. And we'll pop Blood Rage, get that health regen. Yeah, that warrior right there, or that druid, that's a shaman. He has this thing called plane ability, like plane running ability, which is unique on Turtle WoW. And, you know, back in the past, during vanilla, Blizzard was going to add something for Tauren specifically. They didn't require a mount. And Turtle WoW, you know, fixed it because it was kind of broken back when they originally added it to the game. So they removed it from the game and just gave Tauren's Kodos instead, but it wasn't meant to be that way. Turtle WoW fixed it so they get planes running ability and made it all work correctly. And it's really fun to see Taurens just flying through at 100% speed. Going through as, you know, they're not minding their own business. They're just minding their own business, sorry. Yes. So yeah, we're working through the earnest proposition. We're gonna get my tier 0.5 bracers by the end of the stream. And I think we're gonna end up being actually completed with Silithus. There's not a lot of quests in Silithus that we can really do on our own. So we're doing what we can, but I think the next zone that we're going to after here is Western Plaguelands. And we should either hit level 60 within Eastern, like Western Plaguelands or Eastern Plaguelands, or maybe we can get into more dungeons going forward. And hit level 60 within dungeon or something. Market's got a sell indicator right now. It just triggered sell, so we'll see what happens. I'm watching it. There's nothing I can do anyways. I already kind of sold out of my put option. I guess I could sell another put option or buy another put option for next week. But I don't know if it's gonna fall. Oh wow, thanks. That was one. I don't want it to fall now because I'm so invested at the moment. After buying it on Wednesday. I thought I kind of bought in at a good dip. Nah, it continued to dip. And yesterday would have been the best time to really buy. But all my gunpowder was used. I had no more to spend. Well, actually, I have some. But I wanted to wait if there was a bigger dip. Okay, hey, we finished the Earnest Proposition. We finished our tier 0.5 West. So when we arrive back in Ogrimmar later, we can go ahead and get our 0.5 wrists and see if I can get somebody to enchant them with some +5 or +7 stamina, or you know, something of that. I think there's a +7 and a +15 wrist enchant. You play with your portfolio too much? Yeah, that is true. I do play around with it a bit. I've adjusted it a lot within the last, like, I bought really big back in April, and I didn't make any changes to it up until September. Because I bought really big into the market in February, April. I consolidated all my portfolios. I moved out of Merrow Edge. I moved out of Robinhood, SoFi, Webull. Oh no, I'm still at SoFi. But I moved out of M1 Finance, I moved out of Merrill, moved out of Robinhood, and I consolidated everything at Fidelity. Oh, and I moved out of Schwab. Schwab had a promo where if you deposit over $100,000 into a brand new account, you get $1,000. You get $500.
For the horde.
So Schwab has a promo. If you deposit over $100,000, you get $500. If you deposit over $500,000, you get $1,000. But if you have a wife, you can make 2 accounts and deposit over $100,000 into 2 accounts, and you each get $500. So you don't have to put $500,000 into one account. You can just put $100,000 into 2 accounts and get the same amount. But I moved out of Schwab eventually because my whole thing that I'm doing requires Fidelity. Fidelity offers an all-in-one package where your account can be used as a brokerage account, but also a direct checking saves account. Right? Because if you don't have anything invested, if you have cash sitting in your individual account, Fidelity automatically moves it into the SPACs, which offers a 3.6% APY right now without having to do anything. So it's already like a high yield savings account. That feels a bit too high for a promo. No, that's the promo. I just had to keep it in the account for just 3 months. So I stayed over at Schwab for 3 months. So I got the promo, I got the credit. And then I just moved my money out of Schwab back in maybe months after April. So 6 is 9. So yeah, it was September. September is when I started moving everything over to Fidelity. That's a good promo. I'm pretty sure it's still around. If you guys look up, well, let me look up here. Schwab promos. Schwab promotion. Yeah, Schwab referral promotion awards $1,000 bonus. So you get $1,000 when you net deposit $500,000. You get at $500 when you net deposit $100,000 to $499,000. You get $300 when you deposit $50,000 to $99,000, and you get $100 when you deposit $25,000 to $49,000. So those are the amounts there. Yeah, so I asked somebody in chat, like I think I just made like a quick Reddit post and said, hey, does anybody have a referral link that I could use to sign up for Schwab and get the bonus? And then I signed up, I got my bonus, and then I used my account to make a referral link to my wife, and then he got the bonus. And then once the promo was over, we got our capital. I didn't need Schwab anymore. I just moved it over to Fidelity. But yeah, I moved away from Merrill and Fidelity because they didn't offer fractional shares. They didn't offer a automatic rolling into a high yield account like the stacks. If you wanted to move into a money market account, you'd have to do it manually. And manually moving it into these money market accounts, that requires you buying, into the fund, and then if you sell the fund, you're on margin for a time until the cash settles. And I didn't want to do all that mess. Need a YouTube account that tells people these promos and gives them the referral links. I have links in my YouTube side. I think I have some links down in the description down below, but not all of them. I know I have them in the Discord. I have like a whole channel called like promos or something like that. And I kind of label out what each promotion offers. Like SoFi gives you $325 for sign up for a SoFi money account. SoFi Invest gives you $25 to deposit and invest $25 in a SoFi investing account public. You deposit $100 into your public account, you get you deposit $1,000, you get $100 as a bonus. Robinhood, I think Robinhood, you don't have to deposit a specific amount. I think you just have to make an account, and you can get anywhere from $5 to $200. But I don't remember. What was that? Why did that go invisible? Oh, that's an elite. Oh, I am very full. Okay, hold on. I have some promos in the Discord server, but not all of them. Yeah, but the divide between the amount you require versus what you gain is, well, massive. Yeah, it is a nice amount, right? It was 3 months of just kind of keeping money in a specific account invested, and then we got a pretty good substantial amount. Merrill Edge used to have something similar to that. Merrill Edge had like a $600 promo. But yeah, Merrill Edge has some type of a promo as well. Merrill Edge promo. Whoops, promo. So Merrill Edge guy. Oh yeah, here it is, like here. $600 offer for you. So when you invest in a new Merrill Edge account, you get $600 cash reward. So if you deposit $20,000, you get $100. You deposit $50,000, you get $150. You deposit $100,000, you get $250. And if you deposit $200,000 or more, you get $600. Right? So Merrill Edge has pretty good promotions too. You can get $600 for depositing $200,000, and then you leave it in there for just 90 days. Just 90 days, that's 3 months, and then you get that full bonus back. Or you get the bonus. And then if you want to stay with Merrill Edge, that's fine. They have a pretty good, it's a pretty decent platform. They have some good tools for like the story. You can go in there, like punch in a ticker symbol and then click on a button that tells the story of the company. So it tells you a little bit of the background, like when the company started, how their earnings have been, what products and stuff. Like it's a background of the business. It just gives you like a full-blown story of the business. It talks about their earnings over the last quarters and years and what their plans are going forward, expectancy, and it's a pretty cool kind of like a slideshow kind of thing. But one thing I didn't like about Merrill was that your cash that was just kind of sitting in the account was dead money. It wasn't making any return. If you didn't have it invested, it was making diddly squat. You also couldn't buy fractional shares unless you were dripping. Unless you were reinvesting your dividends on payout, you couldn't buy fractional shares. And if you did buy fractional shares, when you went to sell a specific holding, you would have to wait a specific day in the month to sell your fractional shares. So say for example, you were buying Meta for a long time and you owned 100.6 shares. Well, you didn't want to hold Meta anymore, so you sold out of Meta. You sell all. You would sell all out of your 100 shares, and then it would hold on to your 0.5 shares until the next cycle goes through for the month of like whatever specific date. I think they have like the third week in the month where they sell your fractional shares, and then they would give you the cash. So you'd be kind of like in that little, you'd still be invested in that up until that third week of the month, whether it was before or after you decided to sell. It just depends. And there was a couple other things over there. They had been promising fractional shares for the longest time. Also, like I was saying, in your account, when you had cash in your account, you weren't making any return on it. Versus over at Fidelity, it's basically like a high yield savings account. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and return. We're gonna turn in securing supply line. So securing the supply lines. Okay, so and what is this quest? I got stepping up security. Dredge Crusher. Oh, that's over here. Wait, that's not over there. Oh, it is over there. Okay, we're gonna go upstairs and turn the other one in now. Yeah, I don't know how, like, there's a lot of people using Robinhood too as well, but Robinhood and their cash money account are separate entities, kind of in a way. It still takes time for it to transfer over. Okay, we're gonna turn in Deadly Desert Venom upstairs, the Deadly Venom Desert stuff. And then we're gonna get Noggle's Last Hope. Yeah, the 3 Stone Lash Piercing Stingers. Is this an elite quest? Accept. Okay, it's not an elite quest. Where is this quest at? Oh, it's just anywhere. Okay, we're gonna travel. I'm gonna travel in west. This quest, yeah, we're gonna go west. Random mailbox. Oh, it's a little holy paladin. I was wondering why he's taking forever. Yes. He's either holy or prot. Not gonna go that way. They're doing summons. That's a quick way to die going over there. Okay, so we're over here. Stepping up security.
Yes.
I don't think there's any patrols over here that I have to be cautious of. I've never really done much quest in Silithus. It looks like there's a patrolling pack over there of scorpions. 2v1, I think I'm fine here. I don't want to have to fight 2v1 unless I have to, but I think I can. I would be fine to do it. Okay. Oh, they're separate now. Come on. Fight for your right. A party. There we go. We'll take out some scorpions and dredge crushers. Oh, Twilight Prophet. That's an elite. That is a no bueno right there. I'm glad I saw that, otherwise I've seen people die to the Prophet. Although it's by itself, but doesn't it have guards? I thought the Prophet has guards. And what are some other ways you've been thinking about bringing in the bacon outside of dividends in the WoW stream? Mostly just my YouTube channels. Between this YouTube channel, my other YouTube channel, the other YouTube channel's almost back to being fully monetized again. Although I need to change the topics that I discuss on that channel so that it brings in a different set of viewers. I was mostly just doing informational style videos, but I think those are just, they don't do well. So what I'm going to be doing instead is doing more journey style videos. Like I've seen a lot of people discussing their portfolios, more of their journey style types of stuff. Like, hey, you know, here's what happened during 2025. Here's how we transition. Maybe make some videos on what I've been buying, what I've been selling, things that have helped me, things that have not helped me, and things of that nature. But I don't rely on my real estate income as much. It's a good portion, like it's a good piece, but I don't rely on it. So I make income through my journeys. Are good people like those? Yeah, because then you can kind of see the progression. And everyone's on their own journey. Not there's not a single person out there that shares the exact same journey. We do similar things, right? But our circumstances are always different. Even if one guy, I know other guys on YouTube that, I'm gonna go ahead and eat some. I'm making very little off YouTube income, but it's still growing, right? It's growing week by week or month by month. I'm trying to focus on having it grow. And then my real estate business is on the side, but it's pretty static. That scared me. I don't like red stuff flying through, but there's a bunch of these guys coming through here. Execute. And I have other stuff. I have other things from other stuff. That's why I was able to just kind of, when I was going to get laid off, I had a plan kind of started in my head of what steps I could do to kind of test out this journey and see how it will go. Like, I can always just jump back into the job field at any time if I feel like it's best. Like, you know, maybe I haven't saved up enough, maybe it's not working out the way I thought it would, then I could just jump back into the job market. I don't feel it would be too difficult for, you know, at least getting a job in my field. If I want to return back into my field or not, that's the other question. Do I want to return back into IT and do it? I would honestly like to go, and even if I have to take a income cut, I wouldn't mind going back through and like starting in some type of a financial kind of specialist position that doesn't require certifications, but could get certified with this, you know, the different series certifications to become. I don't want to do an advisor role, like I wouldn't want to do a financial advisor role, I don't think. But I think a sort of like planner, talking to people and planning out their income, their expenses, paying down debt, like not like, you know, something a little bit higher than a coach of sorts, of getting people on track to managing their debt, taking care of their debt. I know I've seen a lot of people say that portion is stressful, right? It's a lot easier just being an advisor, because then you're already working with people that have money versus people that don't have money. All they have is debt and problems, and they're more into spending their money than keeping it. So we'll see how it all goes. We'll see how that all plays out, if I want to go that route. We're just chewing through these guys, huh? 31. That stun's nowhere near as bad as the other gorilla stuns. It's like a knockback kind of stun, and then I get up. Let's see here. Lamo, don't deal with the people that don't have the money. You'll have a big workload. Yeah, that's the thing that I've seen. I was watching people talking about their financial coaching businesses, and it's a lot of work, because not only are you looking for people that are actually looking to improve their finances, but dealing with getting all the proper paperwork, getting all their, like, it's a big it's a big workload for sure. Yeah, because then you have people that either don't show up, or they show up, they listen to you, you know, they listen, but nothing actually sticks. So anything you told them to do, they don't show like steps. They don't work on improving anything, and they have somebody else to blame. It's like, it can be really difficult, right? You might even get blamed for their issues, but don't worry. Like, how many times do you want to explain the S&P 500 to the first-time investors? Oh, my son's like 10, but he's asking me like what it was. That's funny. But I don't, it's a pretty easy thing to explain. But yeah, how often do you want to re-explain it? Dude, I tore that guy up quick. That was probably my fastest kill speed right there. Chewing through these guys. Yeah. It's a bundle of stocks. Oh wait, there's another one up there. Yeah, that's kind of the area that I'm either thinking of expanding upon as well. when I was getting laid off from work, I looked at what it would take to, like, what kind of different roles within the financial field I could potentially do, like, get into, and, like, what their workload is. Like, I know what my workload is within the IT networking, right? My job is infrastructure, so I would be in charge of network monitoring and replacement of devices, configuring switches, routers, gateways, firewalls, all the things that, all the defensive stuff, the SIEM products, the log, all those tools too, to monitor network traffic and logging stuff. So I've done all that. Like, my expertise has always been on that, but now if I want to transition to something else where I don't have much expertise in, I need to get a scope around what would be the workload and then what would be required of me for that specific role. I don't know. There's a lot of things. But right now, I'm just focused on rebuilding up, or building up this YouTube channel, building up my Twitch, building up my other YouTube channel, and growing those out. Not the fastest growth, but it's growth. It's growth. Obviously, there's better ways of generating income if I wanted to, right? I could go drive Uber, and it's pretty much like I could go around in the city, do some Uber Eats, do some deliveries and stuff like that, but that would guarantee me that I'm trading my time for actual profits, like money. Versus here, I'm trading time, but the ROI is not there. It's not the same. Long term, it could be. It's just hard to predict what the long-term effect will be. Up. Yeah, I need 3 more of these guys. Let's go back this way and we'll find 3 more. I've been plowing through this stuff. Look at this. I just laid a whole waste of bad guys. This is all me slaughtering all these guys. We're just going to take out 3 more for this quest, then we're going to head up north and do that Twilight quest up there, I believe. Where is it? Yeah, Twilight Mystery Fragments. I can only watch 5 quests at a time. I'm only watching 2. What the heck? Too bad no skinning, right? That's why I love skinning on characters. Because you end up killing so many bad guys that you can skin. And if you don't need it, it's just free money. It's free real estate. I'm at 302 gold right now. Last 2 right here. Last 2. And it is 12:47. We got about 13 minutes. Are you working today, Bandingo? Rip it! Rip it! Execute! Oh no. Yeah, there's my last one right here. Charge in, do a demo. Let's finish this fight with full HP. Come on. Full life. Let's go. Full life. There we go. Full life. Well, pretty much full. I'm going to say that's full life. No, I haven't done anything work related today. Oh, okay. Okay. Twilight Mystery. We're going to head up north. Go north-ish. Hi. Oh. Let's go. Okay, we're making our way up north. And we're going to be taking out these elementals for the Twilight Mystery. Ooh, those guys cast right off the bat, huh? No build up or anything. They just cast it. And you are now neutral with the Hydraulixian Waterlords. I know, I know. Yeah, I don't know. I think the market's gonna sell off before close. We have 10 minutes to close. The market's been weakening the last since 12 o'clock. So the last 50 minutes, the market's been selling off just very slowly. So I'm really hoping that there's not like a huge drop off towards the end of the day. But we're very much... We'll see how it goes. Hi. Oh, SPY is actually negative for the day right now by some 0.0 some %. So we are in the red as of right now, which is unfortunate, and I don't think we're gonna bounce up. I think it'll sell off, and that's gonna that's negativeness. Ending the week on a negative note. Come on. Execute. Nice. We'll heal off this next one. Charge in. Yeah, I used to heal for 70 something. Now I heal for 84. It's because I have extra life, right? It heals based off my maximum life, which is nice. So the more health that I have, the more I regen. So the better gear that I have, the more stamina enchants that I have. It all works positively for me. One more Sunder. There we go. Anybody out there in the chat have any fun plans for this weekend? Anybody do anything fun? Anything exciting? If the weather stays pretty nice for us, my wife and my daughter are doing some sort of a lantern event tomorrow. My wife's putting together all these like kits so that people can make their own lanterns with the candle lights. Or some candle lighting event, and then I don't know, I think that's kind of in the afternoon. And then my son and I, we were going to go up a hike where there's a little bit of like, it's a tiny rock face that we like to climb up. It's not even probably 20 feet high, but it's a nice little rock face that whenever we go hiking up there, we kind of do. So if the weather permits, we're gonna do that this weekend. And then as far as Sunday goes, I don't usually do anything crazy on Sunday because that's my shopping day. I'm pretty bearish for 2026. Prices for everything have gone up. Yes, yep. Prices have gone up substantially. Okay, well, we did all that. Okay, let's go ahead and get out of here. I never set my hearth. So honestly, I could have probably set my hearth. Maybe I'll run back to town, set my hearth, so that when I go do this stuff, or maybe I think I might just skip over this. How much of this do I need? Rockstalker fangs and stone lash player stinger. Yeah, job layoffs are actually higher than I believe during the 2020 stuff right now. But the reports aren't really pumping out because the government, oh, maybe the government, or didn't the government reopen, right? But they lost the data for October, November, or something like that. I think I remember reading something about that or hearing something about that. that we're not actually going to get the numbers anymore because of the government shutdown. So those numbers are kind of lost to the wind. But then people are coming out saying, yes, our job numbers are actually lower than back when the government and everything was shutting down around the world. And there's tons of layoffs, right? I think it was Verizon that's laying off a bunch of people. All the tech companies laid off tons of people. Okay, we're almost back. I don't know if Noggle's Last Hope is it. Yeah, it's just some potions, man. The bang. Rock, 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 rock. Rock. Where's the player stingers? Oh, over here. Is there a hearth over here? I didn't see a hearth. Like a town to set my hearth at. Unless it's downstairs over here and I just kind of missed it. I'm gonna go down. Oh, here it is right here. Make this my inn. That hurt. Okay. I'm gonna go do this stuff down here and then hearth back up. Oh, wait a second. The Lost Satchel quest, I think, is down south. Where is this Lost Satchel? Unless it's a follow-up one. Where is Lost Satchel quest? I'm pretty sure I saw it when I first showed up here. Not. Maybe not. Do I already have it? Let's see here. Dude, no, I don't have it. So I have no idea. Go /TP. Noggles. Lost. Satchel. From Noggle. Oh, wait. Is this a quest that I pick up down there? /target Noggle. /target Noggle. Okay, he is here. He is in town somewhere. And he should have a quest for me that is down south. So where is he? Oh, he's upstairs. He's right there. But he's not... He doesn't have a quest for me. This guy should have a quest. Called this one. Noggle's Last Satchel. But he doesn't have it for me. So it must be part of a chain that I gotta do. I'm just gonna turn this quest in, stepping up security. Just to see. If it opens up that one up top. Nope, that didn't open up. And that's the end of that chain. And this one. That's way over there. And yeah, he still doesn't give me the quest. Although now... I see the highlighting. Oh, it's this guy right here. Oh, do I already have it then? Oh, wait, no, that's Noggle's Last Hope. Oh, I must have picked it up then. Oh, I'm doing that. I'm doing that quest now, so I'm pretty sure it's a follow-up quest. Government doesn't want to look bad, so they're cooking the books. Yeah, that is true. That's why people are kind of like, they're kind of faking out whether this is actually like a real park market correction, like we're actually pulling back on purpose, or if people should be much more afraid. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows what's going on? Oh, market closed. And it's going down after hours slightly. Ripperoni. Yeah, it's hard to tell what exactly what at the moment. Man, it puts would have actually been worth more now than when I sold them. Okay, so I'm down here. We're gonna go ahead and take out a few scorpions, eh? Scorpions and some spiders. Alright, it's 1 and I'm closing 2. Have a good weekend, Uncheat. Hey, I do appreciate you tuning in, San Diego. Appreciate you popping in and hanging out. I hope you have a good weekend, man. I'm going to go ahead and just finish up this quest, and then I'm also going to hearth and be logging out for the day. Okay, yeah, no, there's something wrong with that quest. Oh, which one is that? In Darkshore, you said? What's that, thorium? I don't see anything of deadly consequences over here, so I'm going to make my way towards this thorium. There we go. My inventory is full. Do a quick sell of random stuff. All that. All that. Four of elements. I don't need that. Okay, there we go. Okay, there's something wrong with that quest. Which quest are you talking about? Oh, it got 2 more thoriums now. Nice. Level 26 dies inside of Shadowfang Keep. You know what's gonna happen next? We're gonna witness a few more. I'm surprised that 59 is not tagging me right now. Because he's a caster. I'm well within his range. No twisting hate. I tried climbing the route to get to the centaur like I normally do, but everything in the room behind him and the wall aggroes and I can't hit them with magic. Ah, okay. Twisted hate.
Yes.
Nasty, twisted, oops, twisted hate. Ah. I think that's in Darkshore, but I'm not 100% sure. It's either Darkshore or Ashenvale. Battle shout. Oh wait, that was a long ago. One more fighter, 3 more scorpion.
Yeah.
577. Oh, the one quest that I saw down here earlier was that elite quest that I didn't pick it back up. I didn't want to mess with it. Hello, any guild for this lonesome Forsaken? Okay, 3 out of 3. Okay, we're good here. Now we can head... what's it called? We'll fight scorpions on the way. What was the quest that's over there? The Deserter? Yeah, the Deserter. Head east. Turn in the Deserter. Yeah, we're gonna head east, kill scorpions along the way, turn in the Deserter, and then Hearth. And then we're done with the zone. There's not much else in here that I really want to tinker with. Silithus is one of those zones where the majority of the mobs are like it's like 60% mobs are not too bad. 40% of the mobs can absolutely wreck you if you're not careful. Like the Twilight guys, those guys can get you pretty quickly in a bad situation. All these guys over here, all the elites that are located all around these hives, they kind of just blend in with their elite, and they do quite a bit of damage, like 344 DPS, versus this guy's 60 DPS. And he's hurting me pretty good amount. I don't think I could keep up with the nearly 350 DPS that he's doing, right? Oh, did somebody die? Oh, he was part of our guild, right? They're different types. They shouldn't aggro together, but oh, they're gonna. Of course, they aggro together. Of course, we aggro together. I wonder if these guards help us out here. Not that we need the assistance, but hey, I just want to know. I don't believe so. This little opening right here. Yeah, nothing here actually assists me with any. You're on your own. Yeah, there's a quest right here. Let's see what this is. Find and deliver Silithid to the Silithus extracted to speak with blah blah blah. Word can't. Okay, so here. Oh, that was easy. Green the desert. Well, that was a quick quest. Okay. Now we can turn this quest in. 6,600 experience. Okay, let's kill one more scorpion. And then we'll mostly focus on traveling east. Yeah, quick experience right there. Don't see any more scorpions that I need over for the quest, but looks like there's more over here. So I'm just gonna go right on through here. These druids over here, I would not fight as a warrior. Because when you kill them, they would spawn those... What are they called? Like the flying bugs? Oh, you found it? Never mind, you found it? Awesome, man. Oh, here's a scorpion I need. Pump up that rage. Overpower. Execute. And quest complete. Sweet. Let's go finish this up and turn in the Noggle's Last Hope. No. Up. 9. Whatever 9. The deserter. Okay, we're doing the deserter now. Head east into cave. We're gonna turn in the deserter and bring the 3 chapters of the Twilight Lexicon. Oh yeah, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. 67.2 by 69.7, and then we're hearthing. Okay, we're done here. Let's go ahead and drop that quest.
To the Quel'Dora.
And hearth. We're halfway to level 60, which is insane. Insane. We might actually hit level 60 on the next stream. I don't know if I'm streaming tonight. I don't know if I am or not. Okay, now that we've returned, we're going to go upstairs. Up. Okay, we're going to turn in this last hope upstairs. And this is probably going to give us the other quest now. Yeah, guy. Lost satchel from the mountain in the south of Silithus and return it to him. Wow, we get mongoose or sage. How far south is this? Way down there. I'm gonna go ahead and just skip that. I'm not gonna travel down south. I think the amount of quests that we did for the experience is good. And I'm not gonna mess with that one. Oop, not that one. This one. Oop, drop that. And we're good here. And now we can go ahead and be officially done with the stuff. Like, we're done with Silithus for now. We're good into Nias. Let's see. Anything I gotta turn in at Thunderbluff? No, nothing in Thunderbluff. We're gonna go ahead and head up to Ogrimmar. Oh yeah, that's right. And we can get our tier 0.5. How can I get to Ogrimmar faster? There's not much in terms of speed from down here, huh? It's really just a long flight path, guys. I'm probably not going to spend this whole time. We're going to get our 0.5 piece. I believe in the next stream, it's going to take me at least 10, 15 minutes just to fly up to Ogrimmar. So we're going to go ahead and be logging off for the time being, guys. We completed all of Tel'Abim during the stream. We made our way through Ungoro Crater and made our way to Silithid, where we completed the majority of the quests that we could complete in Silithid. So we knocked out 2 new zones. The last and final zones that we have to complete is Western Plaguelands and Eastern Plaguelands. That is it, and we're gonna hit our level 60 journey, guys, within the next stream now, unless something bad happens. Unfortunately, we don't know what could happen. We could hit level 60 just fine. We could get into a dungeon group, something could be completely crazy. We could disconnect, lag out, and all that craziness. So I'm gonna hit some wood there, my desk, and then but I'm pretty sure that we're going to be hitting level 60 here soon. So guys, that is going to be it for today's stream. If you guys did enjoy it, be sure to go down below, give this video a big ol' thumbs up, subscribe if you guys are over on YouTube, follow along if you guys are watching on Twitch, give the video a thumbs up, I already said that, and join the Discord server, guys. I have a completely free Discord server. We talk about whatever is on your mind, whether it's World of Warcraft, Hardcore, Minecraft, other games. I have a whole channel dedicated to getting free games that sets up. It notifies people of free games that are out there. I just got access to a bunch of new free ones the other day. I got, let's go ahead and just kind of showcase what was it that I got for free here. I picked up the game called Immortal Phoenix Rising. It's based off like Greek mythology. So I signed up and got that game for free. I also picked up Scourgebringer. That saved me $16.99 there. $39.99 the other one. I picked up a couple of weeks ago. I picked up Five Nights at Freddy's. Despite me not really playing Five Nights, right? $19.99. It was completely free. So I picked that up. So yeah, definitely join the Discord server. We talk about all things. Plus, there is links that could be promos for you guys as well and help me out. So that is it for me. I do appreciate everyone tuning in and hanging out. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. 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 Oh.
Have a great one everyone. I hope you all have a good weekend. Stay alive in game and IRL.